We're good. We're recording now.
Okay.
And it won't stop.
Wow.
It'll keep going.
Thank God.
Wow.
So we're good.
So,
I can hear a dog.
yeah, we're gonna hear a dog.
Let's go put it down.
I want to go kick the dog.
I can just close the blinds or the sliding door, but
It's fine.
it's fine for now.
Yeah, for now.
It's very quiet either way.
Fine.
So
You know, the episode 0 of the unnamed podcast, Orange County Beaners. Did I say good afternoon already?
no.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon.
Rude ass.
Good afternoon.
Fuck
Yeah.
Suck my balls.
It is a pretty good day today. Not
Pretty
gonna
good
lie.
day. Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Let's go to the beach. I was done for
I
some
wouldn't be
fishing.
mad, but I work tomorrow.
Let's
so.
take the podcast to the beach.
That is a bad idea.
You know, honestly, if you get one of those hybrid Ford trucks, you could probably, because then you can power a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But because then
Yeah, but
We'll drive the truck out onto the pier.
then you can just
We'll get tickets for it.
the sound quality might be bad. Although these have these things, so maybe it won't sound
yeah,
too
the
bad.
windscreens.
Mm.
I mean, this one probably wouldn't. I'd have to buy a completely new.
Yeah, that would be fine. This would be fine,
Yeah.
most likely. But then you hear everybody in the background, and then
Yeah.
you're at the mercy of everybody else. And
I know. And then if we're at the beach and there's gonna be sand, and I don't want
You know,
sand
there's
in
gonna
the
be old people that come up to us. Are you guys on the TikTok? And they're-
we're not on TikTok. We're gonna be on Facebook. What do you mean? This is
No,
where all the
And then MySpace,
that's where all the podcasts end up.
Dude, add me on LinkedIn. What do you mean?
Yes, man.
Wait, all the podcasts end up on MySpace?
On Facebook.
On Facebook?
At face?
I see. That's where I see all the podcasts. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm on
It's because you're a
Facebook too
boomer,
much.
dude.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's because you're a boomer.
I mean,
You're
I always see it
always
on YouTube
Facebook.
I see them on YouTube all the time
or
too.
Spotify or whatever the fuck.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, you do see them a lot on Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that. But those are the ones that are already established.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Joe Rogan,
Mm.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
because
Well, which one's? Oh, Alex Jones. The frogs are gay.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He done goofed.
He's an idiot, dude.
They're all idiots, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, we're out here. We're getting comfy. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're making it work. Sounds pretty good. So yeah, what's the word on Oscar?
Oscar currently no response. Oh,
Triple
never
H.
mind. He literally just responded.
Triple
Oh.
H.
He got third in his One Piece card tournament.
Tell me I got first place in some pussy, dude. What
Yeah, that's what he needs, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
the fuck? You
trying.
need to win there.
He's trying. I'll give him
He
that.
did take
He's
multiple
trying.
L's, though.
Yeah.
He's trying.
I mean, you always got to take L's when it comes to,
2 women, yeah.
Yeah.
Women
That is
are
true.
walking L's anyway.
True.
True.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, God, I'm going to get
Like,
canceled for this.
yeah. Wait.
A wise
we
man
I
once
think we should
said-
probably like talk about it like in the description, like everything is a joke. Don't cancel me
It
later.
is true. Everything, mostly everything is a joke.
You know, like a
90%.
wise man once said, men don't take care of women because they're weak. They take care of them because they're retarded.
True.
True and accurate.
Yeah.
Actual
Amen.
factual.
But I'm
yes,
not-
Damn. That is a men's Bible or what?
yeah,
It's probably out there somewhere, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody-
John's 3-11. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
Damn.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are we doing? Are we reacting to anything? Are we gonna play something? What do you guys think? We want to just
I think
talk
we
about
should
it.
go to the movie theater and watch Quantumania and then come back and talk about it. How shit it is.
Quantumania. Well,
It
two
is
of us
so
have
bad.
seen it.
Yeah.
Quantumania is bad.
Bro, I mean, after the Wakanda 2 movie, that's where it's.
Oh,
starting
it
to-
like it was a sharp drop
No.
from there. Like,
True. I mean, you might be a little biased. I enjoyed it. I thought it was better than this one for sure. But I think it wasn't like great either. There were some parts that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, I wasn't even rooting for freaking Wakanda. I was rooting for.
Of course.
I mean.
Oh, it was because you're
Namor. We're Latino. Like
Yeah, we're
that's-
Latino. of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, but still, like, just the way that Shuri went about it. I just
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the movie was rushed because they had to really pick up the pieces so fast after
Yeah,
Chadwick died. Like,
that
they
is
didn't really
true.
have like
Yeah.
props to Ryan Coogler for trying, but
will-
it
yeah,
was
that's
just
true.
like
It doesn't compare to the first movie.
no, it
The
felt
first
so
movie-
rushed.
Man, I mean, when you think about it, like you're sitting down after the end of the first Black Panther movie, and then the one song plays,
Mm.
and you're just there like that hit different. That movie was good, but this one, the second
yeah.
one, wasn't as good. It was decent. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was.
It wasn't.
decent.
It was
I'll
not.
give it that.
Yeah, it was not as good as the first one.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's
a
definitely better than
masterpiece.
Quantumania, though. Quantumania is
Oh,
not
it
good.
was- no,
You haven't seen it, Caesar.
Yeah.
you don't need to. Trust me.
But I wouldn't. I mean,
We can just explain.
we
it
don't
to you.
condone it,
Well-
but you could probably get it on the internet.
Like, what are the chances I'll fall asleep?
Like
50-50 probably.
I'd say 90% chance to fall asleep.
Oh my god.
I'm serious.
If you have- well,
He
if
fell
you have-
asleep during Justice
Okay,
League.
if you have snacks and popcorn, you might not, because I was just eating like half the time. I was
Fair, but you know, I usually finish within like the first 25 minutes. You know, my food and drink.
Like,
Yeah.
so then
During
maybe you
during
might.
the credits.
Yeah,
and shit, yeah.
I don't know. My girlfriend just walked out and went to the bathroom. So
For like 30 minutes or what?
no, for a couple minutes. But like normally, if a movie, has you there, like you don't want to get up, but then she
Yeah.
just got up and went to the
Mhm.
bathroom.
Well, I think the only thing I liked was that I had good seating. Where like, so I went by myself, but there was like 3 seats empty, so I picked the middle seat.
Okay.
So I had the left and right seat completely empty to me. So I was like, oh, like put my drink down, my coat, and like, my snacks over here, so I could, be extra fat.
Damn, for you, that's fucking rare.
That is
Yeah,
true.
I know. I took a
Yeah.
W that day.
And you still
Usually-
didn't enjoy it. Wow.
Yeah.
But you took an L because you
The
paid for
movie
the
was
movie.
straight garbage. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
At least I didn't spend money on it. It's just fucking the rewards points.
Yeah, rewards. Yeah. Shout out to AMC. Although I don't know if you guys heard, I saw this.
We are not sponsored by
TikTok.
AIM. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
I'd want a
AMC
refund.
A list. Honestly, I almost got a list, but so what I saw somewhere was that apparently AMC is gonna have preferred seating in the middle, like the good sections. They're gonna start charging more,
Bastards.
possibly. So like, or like a premium, like, and then like the like the ones that aren't picked as much, the ones like on the outer edges
Mm-hmm.
are gonna be like basic. And then the value ones are gonna be the ones at the bottom that break your neck. Those are value if you really. So, but then I mean,
Damn, did you know?
I can't. I saw it somewhere. Maybe I can find it.
Damn, if I buy the value seats, do I at least get free popcorn or something? Like, damn.
I mean, no, but it will be cheaper. The movie ticket.
I
will
feel
be
like
cheaper.
the person that proposed that idea probably has a really long nose.
They're just greedy, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear that Regal is shutting down a bunch of like theaters? They're going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Regal is not as good.
Yeah. I mean, AMC makes their own films and everything. I've never seen Regal come out with something like that.
Yeah. The fuck? Wait, is there someone upstairs? Oh no, never mind.
That's just the birds outside.
No. I
Yeah,
heard footsteps.
Probably even just my neighbors.
Yeah, true.
You can feel. You can pretty much hear it.
Thought there was like a ghost in your fucking apartment.
It probably
Fuck,
is.
It's probably the chinchillas.
True.
The birds just humping really hard.
Yeah. Speaking
Dude,
of
your
ghosts.
chinchillas are really horny.
They get horny. Yeah.
Mm.
I got him some. Okay, we won't talk about that.
Chinchillas.
I won't. Maybe one day we'll talk about it, and you guys will be surprised. But I'm not gonna talk about it today.
I saw a very interesting TikTok about chinchilla the other day. So it's not child friendly. It was really funny though.
Okay, then maybe you already know what I was gonna say. Maybe I should just talk about it now.
God damn it.
That is true. That is true.
I saw it, dude. It was crazy.
It happens, and it happens to my chinchillas, and they do it. And I try not to look when it happens, but because privacy, But they just do it.
Ain't no
Tries
way.
not to look bulls is funny.
Okay, so are we gonna talk about this? Do you want me to talk about this, or do you not want to? You want me to
Yeah,
just save it?
this is
We're-
fucking.
Okay,
Everyone's
we'll
probably
talk about it.
curious.
Okay,
Yeah.
so chinchillas, they will get humpy.
Okay.
Like a lot of animals.
like a lot of animals, yeah.
But they get humpy, and then they hump. They like to hump other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got him some little toys, or like stuffed animals. It's Chimpals, they're called. I bought them on Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
So I got him some chimpels, and before they would hump anything, they can hump your leg, so you gotta be careful.
Ugh.
They will shoot out stuff.
Like-
One of them shoots more than the other.
Like projectile, like.
I mean, they can't. Well, I mean, they hump stuff so that it gets on the stuff. So you got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so when they do that, once they finish, they will clean themselves, and so often they finish. They do the stuff. They do it themselves for the BJ to themselves.
Yeah,
Basically,
Oh,
they can. Their penises are very long.
like we're talking about like horse long, like
Probably, yeah.
like
They're long. They're long. They're like they can get down like it's like it's like almost probably half their body or maybe more. They're long.
body.
They're long as heck.
Jesus, bro.
I know. I was surprised. I was like, damn. But like
Damn,
I don't
he's
need to see
packing.
it. Yeah, they're packing. They're packing, dude. You don't need to see it. You don't. But I
It
mean,
sounds
if you
true.
didn't,
That-
if you didn't know,
that's
that is true. And they will hump stuff, and they will mark. You'll see the stains on some of the stuff, and they're really hard to get off. So, trust me, I've tried because I gotta clean their stuff.
Have you ever flashed a black light on their cages?
I don't know that.
You don't need to, dude. You can see it.
Oh God.
They're marked. They can see it.
Jesus.
You can see it. I mean, they're young. Right now they're young, so they got all of their.
They got all their
You
spunk.
looked it up, or
No, I was responding to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured Caesar doesn't need to see that. It's
you don't
Yeah,
need. I
no,
mean, you
I-
don't.
I-
need
You'll
to
see that on your own
It,
time.
it's. I mean, think they're this big. Think about like this big,
Mhm.
and horse cock basically. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that's- when you're
they're
like
long.
that
They're
long.
like so. Yeah, they're
Like
like
that,
this
right?
big, and they're like this big. So
they're built like Esmond basically.
God damn. Dude.
There's like 3/4 of them.
yeah, they're Mudbone Espen.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mudbone Espen.
Damn, when is he gonna pop up, dude?
I mean, he would only be right now. He could be a surprise guest from Discord.
Yeah.
Usually doesn't care
yeah.
as long as he's on Discord.
That's true.
Continuing on that topic,
Marble.
you
top?
think if
or which topic?
the chinchilla, the
Okay,
chinchilla.
well, we went because we went on a tangent, so I have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tangent on a tangent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So theoretically, if all humans were like kind of built like fucking chinchillas, right? Do you think we would fucking suck ourselves?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, men are degenerates. Like it's just who we are.
I don't know if I would personally, but then I don't know.
I think he would have tried it by now, and then be like,
I think
it's
maybe
not for me.
You know what? You're right. I'll give you that. Maybe some like most people or most men might have tried it if that was the case,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
I remember somebody telling me, one of my friends from overseas in Colombia went to an all boys school. He told me about a a friend of his that managed to suck himself off.
Wow.
It's just very impressive.
He's very flexible.
But
And
Yeah,
very well
that's
endowed.
probably like one out of like what, millions of people that are able to do that.
Yeah.
I would say probably thousands. I would say thousands. Maybe millions seems like a lot. Maybe a lot of people just don't
Yeah.
talk about it.
I think it's funny that people like make it a goal for themselves, and they like regularly like test their flexibility to achieve that.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean that's dedication to.
I
I
think
to the
mean,
nut.
you just have to be really, very
Yeah.
flexible. I mean,
really,
gymnastics.
really horny.
I think a
That's-
majority
Oh yeah,
of,
that's true.
of guys have tried it at least once. Tried to like suck.
Oh, I'm
themselves
aware
up.
I cannot do it,
Yeah.
but it's not because I'm not flexible enough. I think it's just because I'm not packing like 37 inches.
Yeah.
That is true. We would need that.
Yeah.
'Cause-
You need to be
yeah.
realistically when think realistically.
I
when
mean,
you're
maybe
trying to suck
yeah,
yourself
no.
up.
It
I
would,
mean, even when I was skinnier, I was like, yeah, not possible.
Yeah.
I was like, I can hit like my belly button, but that's like about it. Like,
that is true. I can't. go
That's
that
fair.
far. Oh, I'm just sitting down. I wasn't gonna try. I'm just
I
suggesting.
was like, oh no.
You were gonna try right now.
I was not.
Ain't no way.
I was suggesting.
I was like, hey, yo, maybe I need to look away for privacy reasons.
God damn.
Yeah, close your eyes, guys.
Why?
Just don't
Why-
care about it.
Why are we like this, man?
I don't know. I mean, the conversation is tame compared to if Ben was here.
Oh,
Oh,
God
gosh.
damn it, Ben. Man.
That is true. Ben.
Ben he always has to make it either like super gay or
Creepy.
yeah, or creepy.
Yeah.
Like on the borderline edge of creepy.
True.
The borderline.
Yeah.
Okay, over the line.
He's
bro,
like 3
over the
miles
line.
into
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
He tiptoes around the line. Sometimes he's under. Sometimes
Yeah.
he's over.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll like just like tap his foot in the waters of creepy, and I'm like, hey, don't do that. And then we gotta bully him back into being normal,
Mm,
and he just puts his little sad face on the chat.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That is
He was always asking about like theoreticals, like
oh my god. Don't
like,
even-
hey Caesar, what would you do if I
Dude,
somehow managed?
That is exactly the words he uses.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Theoretically, if I somehow managed to get you to get a tattoo of like Vanessa's cum slut or something like that, like how mad would you be? And I'm just like,
Man.
you know, that's not something for me to answer. That's like other universe Caesar, which would never happen, by the way.
True.
If
Well,
it,
Could you be mad? I mean, he did convince you into it, so to some degree, you're okay with it.
no,
That is true.
no,
That would be your own fault.
yeah, that would
Yeah,
be my
so
own
you
fault.
wouldn't be mad.
But then I always try to like turn the tables on him. I'm just like, no, Ben. If anything, I would convince you to get it somehow.
That
You
is
know?
true.
And then he wouldn't be able to answer either. It's just
Maybe he's just expressing his desires.
yeah, he's
You know.
projecting. Yeah,
Yes. He's
See what
different.
happens when you drop out of art school?
yeah, dude.
That is true.
You become artistic. Well, autistic too.
His creative ideas got to go somewhere. I don't know. He goes into his sexual desires. I don't know.
I don't know. It's scary. Being 30 does that to you, dude.
That is true.
True.
Dude, we're getting there too. That's scary.
yeah,
I remember we thought Ben was fucking old, and now here we are in our late 20s.
yeah.
Hey,
She,
it's okay. We're young.
shit,
Yeah.
well, man. You're like a year older than us.
I'm months older than you guys. Shut the fuck up.
Young,
Yeah,
dumb,
dude.
and full of cum, as one would say.
Yeah, but I'm not anymore.
Not anymore.
No?
Not full of cum
Damn,
anymore.
he's been
I
there.
know.
No.
I'm out of it.
You're out.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely up somewhere.
Mm.
I don't know about Ben, but
Nah, Ben. You,
well, he has to have it because
what?
all his figurines are still intact. So
Oh, true.
They're not in jars yet.
yeah. So I don't know.
Where did that thing come from? Like putting figures in a jar.
Uh,
I'm sure you know the lore.
it started in 4chan.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
Every
of-
degenerate thing starts in
Of
4chan.
course, yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
it fucking did. Yeah.
Or Chan.
It was
Didn't,
just
isn't that where like the fart meatloaf thing started?
What?
fart meatloaf?
Do you remember that?
No,
Hey,
The
wow.
fart cake one?
fart cake.
Yeah. I was like this girl who would like, she had like a big butt, and like she would like fart like on meatloaf and like cake, and these guys would pay her like a ton of money to do it. Like some guys would even like have like the cake or meatloaf shipped to them after she like just ripped ass on them, and then they'd eat it.
I never heard about that until today. I mean, like I knew there was like people who would empty the fillings of Twinkies and then fill it with their own shit and then sell it. But
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, you were gracious enough to share that with me.
oh yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. Yeah,
You bastard. No, the meatloaf one is interesting. I think it was the first time I saw it, and I was so confused. I'm like, should I be aroused? I was like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound correct. I think I was fairly young. I don't remember how. I must have been like 14 or 15 when I saw it, and I was like, huh. But I didn't like really pursue anything
Yeah, I mean,
because that was interesting.
if you saw it that young and it didn't awaken anything inside of you, then it probably wasn't for you.
Yeah, I mean, neither was the shit Twinkie or the what's her faces, the little Belle Delphine's bathwater.
Ah, yes.
Didn't somebody drink it and die or something, or got sick?
They got sick.
Mm.
The dying was just a hoax.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you hear that she sent like a bunch of like a bottled spit to like H3
Oh.
to Ethan, and then he like smelled it and he was like gagging on air.
Honestly, I don't like that guy. So
Why?
Fair.
Is he Jewish or what?
What?
Because he's Jewish.
And,
What do you mean? I'm
it's just like-
1.4 Ashkenazi Jewish.
Oh, I'm like 1%. 1% represent.
Wait, what were we even talking about initially? 4chan, right?
Yes.
Oh, Ben.
4chan. Well, you were talking about all the stuff.
We went from Ben to 4chan.
And we started with like what? Marvel or something?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a lot of topics.
I mean,
Maybe we should just bring it back.
bring it
but-
back. Yeah,
All right, we're rewinding. All right, so Quantumania was straight garbage.
True.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Facts.
I think
Okay, so if you want to give it a number, what would it be?
Out of what, 10?
Yeah.
Like a 4.
Yeah. 4.5.
4 for a Marvel movie. Damn, that's fucking bad.
Yeah, and they get 2 points for like just like having them
Paul Rudd.
like having the Marvel logo.
Yeah, they get points for Paul Rudd because I like Paul Rudd. I like his
Yeah.
movies.
The daughter I was not a fan of the daughter. She seemed kind of boring. I know she's supposed to be the future of Marvel, but she seemed kind of boring. Like, it's weird that out of nowhere, all of these like smart ass kids are popping up. Like Shuri, I get it because she was raised in a super like advanced.
Yeah, but you think
advanced-
about, you go back to that movie specifically, and I don't even know her name. I forgot her name, but the one kid that built the machine.
Oh, Riri Williams.
Yeah, that one. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I was like, where were
Oh,
you? Like,
yeah.
how were you not on any type of radar or anything?
Like, I mean, before you had like what, Hulk, Bruce Banner, and Iron Man. That's about it.
Yeah,
Stuff
but they knew of each other. That's the thing because they were so advanced in their particular fields of science.
Mm-hmm.
But like all of a sudden, this like college student like who can build a vibranium detector comes into the
Out of
world.
nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
At
That
the
is
same
true.
time, like Paul Rudd's daughter like starts building a a communication device that
Which one?
communicates with the quantum realm.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was like,
Like,
what?
She had like 5 years to like look at all this stuff. That was
Yeah,
like-
and the last time we saw her, she was like a little kid, and she was like,
Honestly, I
"He's
liked her
so
better when she was a
ugly,
kid.
I love him."
Yeah, it was better when she was like. I mean, not to be like that, but like I mean, it's obviously it's a different actress, so it's different. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it's like how much can the society advance in 5 years?
I mean, look at us.
Like, I mean,
I guess it's not really a. Good
things have not changed much in 3 years, except like everyone's become like a lot more of a dick in 3 years. From the time COVID started to now, like not much has changed. People have become more depressed, and everything costs more.
Inflation, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inflation.
But yeah, no.
Paid $6 for a cream cheese the other day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bagel?
$6.40. No, just cream cheese, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
What were you making?
I wanted some bagels. Like
Oh.
in the morning before I leave for work, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a bagel and coffee before I go, and I was like, damn, $6.
Mm.
And I was like,
Dang.
maybe that's the last time I make cream cheese. Maybe some just invest in a cow or something. I don't know.
Just make your own cream cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
Al
Alright.
natural.
Let's
Okay, let's bring it back.
bring it back to Marvel. Bring it back to Marvel. Do you think the decline of Marvel has to do with the fact that all the new talents are women?
No,
No.
I think it's the.
think it's just
Yeah, go ahead.
they focused on quantity over quality. They're not writing as well as they used to, and they're trying to push as many projects out as they can.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the one thing I did like, Quantumania. I mean, spoiler alert. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but the last credits. This is the second one, the post credits. They hint at the next, thing that was gonna happen. But where we first saw, what was his name? Kang?
King
Yeah.
Conqueror, yeah.
Yeah, we saw him in Loki, so they hinted that. So that was cool because I actually liked the Loki show. I thought that was pretty good. But
Sorry, my stomach.
but yeah, no. So yeah, I was gonna say because I did like. I don't know if you guys saw the Hawkeye show.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they did with her character. What's her? I forgot her name.
Kate Bishop.
Yes, but what's the actress? I forget.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, yeah, Kate Bishop.
Generic white woman.
She's I guess yeah, sure. She's used to sing. She's in a band, but I forgot her name.
Uh-huh.
She was in the Bumblebee movie.
Oh.
But anyways, I thought her character was better because that show actually I enjoyed. So her character I thought was better, and yeah, I don't know. Somebody decided to go to the bathroom over here.
Was the mic that good?
Yeah, I can hear everything.
Oh wait, hold on.
Haley Steinfeld.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I was joking about the weapon. Hey, that's Mike.
I could
Should we
hear
get
like
the
the
fizz?
the fizz.
Okay, hold on. I think we might have some sort of technical difficulty, so we have to take a break.
Wait, actually?
Yes, actually,
Let's take a 5-minute break.
we'll be back.
All right, thank you.
The Orange County Beaners, name pending. You know, and previously we were talking about, what was that, Marvel?
Yeah, how like the movies aren't quite as good as they used to.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then,
Lazy writing.
oh, yeah, as I was saying previously, I was joking about the, you know, like, the decline of Marvel being related to all the female actresses, but no. I think it's more of the, you know, like the history of comic book, you know, like the moment they started introducing like the new blood, I think that's, you know, when the Marvel comics started declining, and that's also reflected on the movies.
That is true.
So I don't think there's anything really that they can do to make it, you know, as good as it was before, you know, with like Iron Man, the Hulk, Captain America, like, you know, it's reflected on the comic books that it's not going to be, you know, as good as before. So the movies are not going to be as good as before.
Yeah, especially because in terms of the actors in the movies, like they've done it so long. They've had so many movies and so many contracts, and you know some of them don't really want to do it anymore. So it's like you can't keep them there to play the same character. So you kind of have to introduce other people. But,
Yeah.
And speaking of introducing other people, we are joined by somebody else today.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We have
We got a new,
a skeleton in our midst.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, El Skeletor over here, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
introduce
what?
yourself. Go ahead.
What's up?
You gotta say something.
What do you
Say
mean?
introduce yourself. Just you know.
Yeah, introduce you.
I'm Moscar, you know, nickname Moscar for a couple of reasons, but I'm not gonna get into that. But
That's all right.
I'm
Also
just-
known as Triple H.
Oh,
That is
Triple
true.
H?
Triple H.
Half Hood Hero.
Oh, the half a hero.
Yes.
That's
So long since I've forgotten. I am the Triple
True.
H.
Real and true.
Real and true. Real and true.
Okay, so we can keep going about Marvel. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. Got anything to add?
Marvel, I've never really been big on it. You know, I was never big on the comic books. The one thing that did bring me towards Marvel was Iron Man. You know, Iron Man was really good. I thought like, oh my goodness, this is a really good like superhero movie. You know, I enjoyed it. I watched it with my relatives because they really enjoyed it, and that's what got me into it. But after, you know, a couple, I feel like one too many like sequels of a certain into a certain hero, it starts to get a little boring. You know, it's like it's just the same recipe over and over and over again. It gets repetitive. It's like it's come to the point where you can you know what's gonna happen before it happens. It's too predictable now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I don't want to blame Disney, but
I mean, you
they
kind of have to, you know.
the first couple Iron Mans were pretty good, honestly. I
Yeah.
enjoyed them.
Yep.
I mean, growing up as a teenager watching those movies. I mean,
I mean, I think we enjoyed it so much because it was such a new genre of movie. It's something we've never seen before, and it went well, but like Oscar said, like it became stale.
that
We
is
knew
true.
how the movies were gonna end, but then the only reason we still like were really hyped about Endgame and Infinity War was because the way Infinity War ended, where they didn't win, they lost.
Yeah, it's true.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, like
and something like that is not something that can be repeated twice.
No, not really.
No, you can't.
You can't really do. You can't keep going, especially not with the same characters.
No.
So they're trying to do something else with Kong or Kang, whatever you want to call him. But
And then with,
it doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't. His character just. I mean, at the end of Quantumania. I guess spoiler alerts again.
Spoiler
the fir-
alerts are counted down.
Spoiler alert, because I talked about the other the post credit scene. It kind of seems like a joke at the end. Like just like I don't know. It's just
there's no stakes.
Yeah, Marvel is just gone too much into comedy. I think like they don't really take themselves seriously. I mean, Thor.
Oh, dude, that
Thor: Love and
movie?
Thunder was just not good. I wanted it to be better than it was, and it wasn't.
Yeah, they.
So yeah, I mean, I remember where people didn't like Thor 2, and honestly, Thor 2 just, you know, I like it better than the Love and Thunder. So
Yeah, they really downplayed the kind of the presence of Zeus in that movie. Kind of made him like a
oh yeah,
like you were saying, a joke. Like can't really be taken
Meme.
seriously. At the end, you saw that he was like he actually survived the fucking lightning bolt to the chest. Not only that, but they're introducing Hercules, which is kind of cool.
that is true.
But-
I mean, yeah, I mean they're trying to do what they can, but like
Yeah.
there's just too many jokes though.
Yeah. I think the problem I had with Quantumania was that they made like this Kang character. He was so formidable in Loki. Like he was, you know, the person, the guy at the end.
Mhm.
And then he was super powerful and super smart in Quantumania, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
And then they just didn't like make it seem menacing enough to where like when he was like about to like, you know, it was at the end of his role, he was like, oh, I need to protect it from what's coming. And they're like, what's coming? He's like, me. And then like you cue like a lot of people laughing in the theater like, oh, he's coming. Okay. It just downplayed the seriousness.
Yeah.
Like they could have used, like in Loki, he was more menacing because he was like, oh, you release me, like you kill me now, like only more of me will pop up, different variations of variants.
Yeah, different variants.
And I don't think
Sorry.
they emphasized that enough in this movie, but they could have. And like it's cool that they show more Kang variants at the end, but it was an end credit scene. It's like, no, you could have like, you know, splashed them here and there, or have like shown like in how he said he was banished. Like, why didn't they show the process of the other Kang variants banishing him to the quantum realm?
That would have been a great opening scene.
Yeah.
And it opened with Scott Lang talking about his
No,
book.
it opened with
Wasn't it?
with
Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
quantum
that's
realm.
true. They opened with a flashback, so they could have just opened with a different flashback.
Yeah.
You're right. So
Yeah, talking about the seriousness of Marvel movies recently. Love and Thunder, you know, with the what's his name, the God Killer or whatever.
Oh, Gore the God Butcher.
oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, that guy.
I liked his character. I thought
Yeah,
he was
he was a pretty, you know, decent villain, but they completely just shit on him.
good. Yep.
They just shit on him. They made literal kids fight him. Like,
Oh yeah, I did. I
what was
totally
that?
forgot about
Like,
that.
what was that? We're talking about a God Killer here, you know. And here we are, like seeing children
Fighting
rush at
mini
him.
tours, yeah.
Yeah, and none of them died. None of them died.
Well, they're kids.
But like, this is what I'm talking about. The seriousness.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to make it, you know, a little more serious, could have killed a kid or two.
The graphics when the Heimdall's kid was talking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Love and Thunder wasn't great. So yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a couple great movies. There's another one. I mean, I didn't actually like what they did with I forgot that one part where they gone into the different universe in Doctor Strange, and they
Oh,
have
the
like
Multiverse
those,
of Madness?
yeah, but no, I actually enjoyed the movie because of the way the director did the Wanda.
Yeah,
seemed
Sam
like-
Raimi.
Yeah, she was scary. She was straight up scary, and I actually enjoyed that. And I liked
Yeah, he put his whole bussy in that movie. That shit was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
that movie, and that was better. But then just like the way they kind of just shit on the other characters, that, you know, I mean, 'cause they're introduced the characters, you know, like they have the Fantastic Four. What's his name? Forget.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic, and then they had Professor X and all that, and what's Miss
Captain Marvel.
No, but what's her name? No, the Miss Britain or Captain Britain, something like that.
Oh, Captain Carter.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they just, I mean, obviously they just died. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, they just
I
fucking.
mean, it's been out for a while now.
Yeah, but I mean, see, like I thought they could
It
have
was
been
brutal.
That they just straight up got murdered.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was brutal, dude.
which I mean, I guess in a sense it's like to show how bad of a road Wanda had gone down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she is extremely powerful because
Yeah.
she's a Nexus being, which I still don't know how many Nexus beings they're going to introduce into the MCU. But a Nexus being is basically she exists in every single timeline, which is something that is
Spider-Man.
not for every.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's only 3 Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, no, those are variants.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Like she exists in every single universe, to some degree, as
the same
Scarlet
one.
Witch. Yeah,
Okay.
which is interesting. But are they going to introduce more? Because I highly doubt she dies at the end of the movie. We just
Well, they
see a
made it
red
seem like
flash.
it, but not really. Like most likely not. But I guess we won't really know until.
I mean, she's more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I
mean-
doubt that a little bit of rock is gonna. Really
I mean, the Sorcerer Supreme. You mean
Wong,
Wong?
the homie Wong dude,
The homie
Oh,
was
Wong.
the one that she was throwing around the whole movie.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that movie, Shang-Chi,
Yeah,
pretty good.
Slaps.
Shang-Chi? Yeah.
Was good. Was great.
Never watched
And
it.
see,
Never watched it.
you should have. Shang-Chi was good. And see, that was one of the movies that got me excited for the rest of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
After the credits or whatever, and you just see and you kind of just get excited for the next ones. And then I think the next one was
What's it, Eternals?
Was it the Eternals?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, wasn't it what was it?
I mean, the Eternals. was not
Shang-Chi
good.
will be back or whatever.
Yeah.
one
No,
of
yeah,
the
that was at that.
credits?
That was at that. I mean, yeah, we know he's gonna be back off.
Yeah,
of course.
no,
he's
of
gonna be
course.
back. But no, I think maybe it was that one, or it was the maybe it was Doctor Strange, the one that was next.
She-Hulk.
Oh, it's because I didn't
Yeah,
watch She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
So.
Oh.
I didn't.
Don't
I didn't
even
have
remind
to.
me of
Yeah,
that.
boys, they did it.
We'll get into bad TV shows in a bit.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be better. I mean, the beginning of the Phase 4 was a Phase 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little more promising. I mean, the Eternals was, I think, part of the beginning, and it wasn't great. But
I think it's just because it's a different story, because
Yeah.
it doesn't really contribute to the main timeline or the story in general, but it's just talking about its own story, just the same way like
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Captain Marvel did. Like it was telling more about Captain Marvel, but it didn't really contribute into any way into the main.
That's true, and that was right before
Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah, which kind of felt rushed. They should have.
I thought her
launched
character
it
was.
They should have put it before Infinity War.
Yeah.
Then it would have had a little bit more lead up.
Yeah, especially I mean the other thing too. WandaVision, the TV show was great, and that should have been way before. She should have had her own movie as well as Black Widow before
Yeah.
she died.
Yeah, we're asking
Like,
for it for years.
They should have had their movie before like the whole thing happened. But
Yeah.
Didn't it like stall out though because of the pandemic though? Isn't that why they couldn't release them like the way they wanted to?
nah, that's just an excuse because they had time to do it. I mean, I
That's
think
why Black Widow was delayed. No, supposedly it was because of the pandemic. That's why they delayed the
Okay.
Black Widow movie.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was released before Endgame. We didn't need Ant-Man and the Wasp before the other one. I mean, I guess in a sense, Black Widow didn't really contribute anything other than tie in like the character and like bring in the other character, the Florence Pugh. plays. I forget it. What's just the other Black Widow? No, it's the other different name.
I forgot.
Yeah, well, her.
Smash.
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
I think she's a little older than we are.
No, I think she's younger than us.
Is she?
As old as
Like a
Ben.
year. She's old enough.
Mhm.
That's what you said.
No, as
Is
old
that
as
what
Ben.
you're saying?
No, she's younger. I'm pretty sure she's
27.
27. Yeah, she's our age. She's,
Oh yeah, it's
Smash.
just our age. Fuck. How fortunate that she gets to become an actress.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like. I mean, no, it probably is a fact that most of them got in because of their connections in Hollywood, right?
Probably.
Most.
Well, I think her dad is the chef.
A chef.
Yeah, so it's not like anything
No,
with
that's not a
Hollywood.
direct connection. But
No. So I mean, she was doing movies before. She did Midsommar, like that, like weird indie horror movie. So I mean, not everybody's like that. I mean, she was in Little Women, that movie. I don't know. You probably didn't see it, but I saw it.
I don't see many movies.
Yeah, well, Little Women. I was alright. I mean, not bad. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we kind of going off on a tangent here because we're talking about
Yeah.
talking about Marvel movies.
I mean, speaking of
she is-
tangents,
Tangents.
Puss in Boots.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
we're gonna talk
Wow.
about good movies. You gotta talk about
Yeah,
Puss in
what-
Boots.
yeah.
You're right. Puss in Boots.
Boots, brother.
Puss in Boots. Okay, yeah, we can talk about Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is
Yeah,
good.
Puss in Boots was amazing.
The Last Wish. Just to
Bruh.
be.
If it doesn't
Oh,
win,
you're right.
Yeah.
if it doesn't win animated movie of the year at the Oscars, I will be upset.
I will be bombing Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what?
I would be
I'm gonna look it up
Which is
because
a
I know.
joke. I don't want the FBI knocking on my door talking about bombing Hollywood.
I know.
Oh boy.
True.
True.
I mean, a lot of people already kind of did that. Not actually, but like
Yeah,
with other stuff.
with what was it?
I mean, the Oscars not what it used to be. So
Oh, sure.
No,
No.
Will
it's
Smith,
rigged.
Yeah.
the slap.
They're paid, dude. Paid
Yeah, dude.
actors. Paid actors, dude. Actually paid actors.
I mean, what was better, honestly, the slap, Will Smith, or Joe Biden kid from the Game Awards? Joe Biden.
You mean Bill Clinton?
Oh, Bill Clinton. My bad.
Bill Clinton.
My bad. I got the wrong one. I got the
wrong.
wrong white president. My bad.
The-
I mean, there's
Wrong
there's only so
the-
many white presidents. So I don't know
The
which
slap was definitely better, but I
The
don't
Game
know.
Awards was just cringe, dude.
one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It generally is.
Game Awards these days are just,
Yeah.
Not good. No bueno.
Mm-mm.
No bueno.
and then game reveals are even worse. Because most of it right now is just recycled, uninspired garbage.
True.
Okay, let's
So-
see.
So like something like what was it? Those like wannabe E3s? What are they called?
I don't know, dude.
but-
But I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you
like
mean.
the one-
I mean,
the wannabe
E3 used to be
E3s.
good though.
Used to be.
I remember
yeah.
you like actually looking forward to that
Mm,
as a kid, and now as an
true.
adult, like I'm just like, oh, like it's happening. That's
Maybe we
Yeah,
just need
it's
to go
like-
see it, and
Yeah.
maybe it'll be different,
Maybe.
I don't know.
But
like
yeah.
in person because they have the expos.
True.
Maybe we should go to the anime expo.
Ooh, I'm actually down.
Damn.
I
We're
know you're
gonna-
down for sure.
Dude, I'm down. 'cause
We're gonna need
My
a.
siblings would go. I've gone a few times already, and
No, we need to get some nose plugs, dude.
Oh, bro, I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, Paulina when she said it was rank.
just make sure you guys
So
wash
bad.
your ass. Just wash your ass. You'll be fine.
Bruh,
Bro,
we
we'll-
can wash our asses, but we can't wash their asses, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
You can.
they're the
You just,
problem.
you just gotta
They're-
try
they're the
really
problem.
hard.
Because you can,
Bro,
you could smell other people more than you can smell yourself.
That is true.
Bro, I'll freaking bring along like a shit ton of those fucking like car fresheners, little pine trees, and just fucking hand them out. Dude, like,
Yeah.
hey, here, you know,
Or just
Hang
hang them
off-
up on their backpack.
hang on their backpack, yeah, dude. Cause I'm like, damn, bro.
Like, if you're going into conventions like that, hygiene has to be mandatory. Like, I have no idea why it's not. Why it's an option. Like,
It shouldn't be optional. It needs to be like you need to get prosecuted for that shit. Because it's
Right.
That's a
felony?
literal
That's
crime
rank.
against my nose.
like it's disrupting the public peace.
It's chemical fucking warfare.
True.
Fuck.
You're
Like,
breaking
you smell
the
like mustard gas. Bro.
yeah. You're breaking the Geneva Convention, dude.
Dude.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, let's see. Did you guys watch? Speaking of, the best pictures for the Oscars here. I don't know if you guys watched any of these.
Probably not.
Doubt.
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. I did
No.
not watch that. Avatar. I did watch that.
I did not.
Did you
I
guys?
did not.
I
watched
heard
that.
it was
Mid.
mid.
I enjoyed it. I actually really liked it.
But is it true that they recycled the plot?
No,
The plot of the first?
I really
Like
No.
technically?
no.
Like with the humans
Okay.
using Navis to
I mean, white people are always invading shit. So.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say the plot was the humans find some other way to find a resource that they want, that they have to mine or obtain from Navi stuff. So I guess in that sense, yes.
Mhm.
But everything else is not the same. Because there is different dynamics with like the main character and the main character having a family, and just a different dynamic because he's older, he has a family, he has to take care of his kids, and then he has to kind of like give the plot of the main character mantle to per se to the kids, which is eventually what it's gonna shift to. So I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, but
I see.
Do you feel like they took too long to come up with a sequel? Do you feel like you forgot what
no,
the
I mean,
majority of it was?
I get what you're saying. It was a long time.
What is it, 12 years?
Yeah, but then,
almost?
Jesus.
but they already have the next movie filmed and done. So the next movie is coming out next year, and it's done already.
Already.
I
Wow.
heard that they took so long because they were waiting for certain like motion capture technologies to catch
Yeah,
up with what
the
they wanted
director
to do.
James Cameron was waiting for the technology to be there because what he wanted to do, especially because a lot of the movie he wanted to film, a lot of it is underwater, and you can see it in the behind the scenes stuff, and it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, some people just I don't know.
Yeah.
As far as the 3-hour movie, I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, it felt slow at times, but I thought it was good. I didn't go to the bathroom. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, motion capture's gotten really good
It has gotten
Like,
really good.
to the point where it's just
Yeah, well, I mean,
We could get
marveled at
actually
it
we
the
could
first
get a
time.
suit, and all you need is Blender, a good computer, obviously,
yeah,
to render the stuff.
Yeah.
But you could make really like short films and stuff. I mean, we have Gabriel for that
Yeah.
if you really wanted to. But I mean, unnecessarily, really.
I mean,
but
we could
it's
go
for fun.
to Dodge College.
What is that?
It's the one by Chapman. Dodge College School of Film and Media Arts.
Oh well, maybe he
They
was.
probably have it.
Well, because Gabriel was taking a film class.
Oh, okay.
what was it? A Japanese company recently released their public motion capture technology. It's a full body set
Oh shit.
for only $400.
Yo.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's less
really
than your mic.
So it is attainable.
Yeah,
That is attainable.
actually attainable, but it's in its testing phases right now.
Mm.
But when it releases, it's gonna be
I mean,
$400.
tell them that you're willing to test it.
Bruh, you swear.
We get sponsored.
Yeah, they'll get sponsored by mocap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was gonna keep going down the list of the best picture here. The Banshees
Is
of the Inisherin, which no idea what that is.
Is Abbott Elementary on there?
Which one?
Abbott Elementary?
Nope.
Oh, that's for TV. Never.
Okay, Elvis, that movie with Elvis.
Nope.
I mean,
Never
I didn't
heard.
really care for Elvis, to be honest. Maybe it's just more for older people.
Yeah,
I didn't really care for it.
definitely.
The one that I did wanted to see, and I just haven't, was the Everything Everywhere All at Once. That one
I've
looked
heard
pretty
great
cool.
things about that one.
I heard it was pretty good.
Hmm.
I just didn't see it. I just got busy and never really got to see it. The Fablemans, no idea what that is.
Nope.
Tar, no clue.
No.
Top Gun Maverick, that one was best picture.
Mm.
Probably cinematography is pretty cool. I mean, the stuff they did. Triangle of Sadness, Women Talking. That is best picture.
Best picture.
Okay.
Better be
Go ahead.
Never heard of it.
Okay, best actor, obviously, well, they have Elvis, the one guy that played Elvis, Colin Farrell, Brendan Fraser with The Whale. That movie
let's
just
do that
seems
one.
sad. I want to see it, but it just seems sad.
And my roommate told me it's really good.
I'll
She
probably
actually
see it.
recommended it to me, and I unrecommended Quantumania.
Cool.
Yeah, so fair trade.
Okay.
Mm.
Best Actress: Ana de Armas, Kate Blanchett, Michelle Williams, Andrea Riseborough, and then Michelle Yeoh. Everything. Okay, yeah, cool. We won't really do the supporting actors. I wanted to get to the animated movie.
Yep. Puss in Boots.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah, it is there. Best animated feature film. They have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which I did want to see. Looked pretty
Oh,
cool.
I thought that was like the gay one. Remember?
Oh, the gay
No,
Pinocchio.
no, I don't think that's the one. That's a different one.
That one was
Don't.
so bad. It's good.
Okay, they have Marcel the Shell with shoes on. I don't know what that is. Puss in Boots. It is
Yep.
nominated. The Sea Beast and Turning Red.
Turning
No,
Red. Was,
I don't want that. I mean, the only
Turning
think-
Red was, but like it's not.
nah.
It was
It's
a
not
coming of
award-worthy.
age movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the
It's a good thing for kids, but I don't think it was like
Mm-mm.
yeah no
groundbreaking.
Good memes came out of it. Definitely.
yeah.
I think Disney's really gone on to like breaking generational trauma. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like between Coco and Encanto and Turning Red, it's kind of like telling like old people like you need to fuck off. You need to let kids like kind of make their own decisions.
That's
Mm.
true.
Because like in Coco, it's about music, and Encanto is about like tradition or something. And that grandma like. I like the movie has great music. It has great actors and everything. I did not like the resolve of that movie because it doesn't take away from the point that the grandma's just a bitch.
That is true. She
I
just
don't
wants to like do everything like a certain way,
Mm.
which is accurate to Hispanic grandmas. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they got that down.
Hispanic, Asian.
Yeah. I don't know why people of color struggle so much with like control.
They don't in other ways. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Puss in Boots doesn't win, man, I'll be a little upset.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the Pinocchio movie, but we've seen Pinocchio before, so.
Yeah.
But then again, we've seen Puss in Boots before, so I don't know.
I'm a real
I was
boy.
personally surprised
Yeah.
with Puss in Boots.
I think we definitely have a bias, but it's
Team
it's
friendship.
warranted. It's warranted. It was a really good movie,
Oh yeah.
Team friendship.
Dude, we were laughing our asses off.
dude. It
Man.
kind of reminds me of when we
Perrito.
went to go see when we went to go see Dora, the Temple of Doom.
Oh,
yeah.
that was actually good.
That was good.
Dude,
Good.
like wow.
Fucking machete, dude. That's fucking Boots, dude. You had me dying,
Damn,
bro.
spoiler alert, dog.
Yes.
What do you mean? It should have been over like what, like 2 years?
Yeah, but barely anybody saw it.
Well, the few that did see it were the ones that were the only people that were gonna see it, dude. I don't think anybody else is willing to fucking
Well,
watch
hopefully
it.
the recommendation gets out, dude, because that slaps.
Which one? Dora?
Dora.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, yeah, but he's talking about spoilers. I'm like, bro, that movie really, like, anybody who wanted to watch it already watched it.
Rule 34.
Mm, ain't no way.
No, don't
All right,
go
so let's dive into that a little bit, tiny bit.
into what?
Went to what?
What,
Into
like, at what
what?
point do you think
Wait, what are we talking about?
spoilers
Oh.
are okay? So, like, let's say for example, like when I know you guys, well, half of you haven't watched it, the JoJo anime, right? Part 3. Many people were complaining about other people like spoiling, the anime, even though the manga has been out for like 20 years.
Okay, how long has the episode been out for?
I mean, this is like when it was coming out at the time.
Oh, like, so before the episode?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
already
yeah.
saying, already know what happens.
Yeah, they're like. I'm like,
So, see, that's
oh.
just, that to me, that just seems like a dick move.
Mhm.
But I understand that it has been out in the manga, but
Like-
some people don't really read manga.
Yeah, but like, how much time do you think how much time has to pass before spoilers aren't something you need to warn
I
about?
think it
A week or
depends on
two?
the media. Like with movies, with Infinity War, or was it Infinity War or Endgame?
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
When they
the,
already
the,
died.
the creator said give people like 2 weeks or a
2 weeks
week
is good.
time,
Week or
and
2
then
weeks?
it's all free. But try to avoid spoiling it for like about 2 weeks. But with like JoJo's, it's an anime and it has a manga, so there's already source material out there. So it's harder to avoid a spoiler with something that already has a source material that people have already read than it is a movie that has to be written, directed, and filmed. Takes longer, and the ending might not be the way that it was originally meant to be.
Yeah, in the comics. I mean, because I was gonna say they also have comics, so
Yeah.
I mean, the snap did happen in the comics. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But that's
So,
the thing.
but then, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I still think some time has to pass.
I definitely
Like,
think that because
I mean, people were. I mean,
it does bring a new audience to it that were
Yeah.
only there because of the anime. Just like with Harry Potter, like I don't know a lot of people that read the books.
I read some of the
things,
books, but I didn't
There's
read
a lot
all
of
of them.
things missing in the movies that were not in the books. Like even the ending of the movies was not accurate to how the book was written.
A lot of it.
But a lot of people
Genie.
don't really know that because they
Genie should have been better.
Yeah, she was mid.
I mean, I still like Genie back when I was growing up, but that's just because I was growing up. Anyways,
so what are we saying? Like 10 years, 20 years?
For spoilers? Hell no,
spoilers?
dude.
A week or two.
I think like a week or
It's
two.
good.
A
Yeah,
week or
that's
two?
fair.
A week or two.
Fuck. All right.
I mean, some people spoil it like the day of, like the same afternoon.
oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I remember. I think I've done it before too, on accident.
And
Walking out of a movie theater when the other,
Ah.
because this is back when you still had to sit in line
Mm-hmm.
to get into the seats. This is before assigned seating.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I think what movie did I watch with I went with my brother, my sister, my girlfriend, and it was just me. So it was all four of us. We were in line to see a movie. And so we watched the movie. I thought it was good. And then on the way out, there was another line to see the next movie, which is the same movie, but just a different,
Mm-hmm.
different showing.
Yeah.
And I was just talking about the movie, and I wasn't thinking about it. And somebody said, "Oh, really?" Yeah. So then, just without thinking about it, I was talking about the movie at the end, or like walking out of the movie theater, and I might have spoiled it for somebody. I mean,
I mean, I think
and
it
that is
It wasn't intentional though.
it was not intentional. That's true, but people do that intentionally. People will go online.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
troll.
I think one of us did do that recently,
Like,
but we stopped them before we, we actually talked about the movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but
Ben,
yeah, I think it was Ben. Definitely Ben.
What movie was it though?
Ben spoils anything he
Spider-Man?
can. Ben spoiled anything he can see.
Yeah.
He's always like sending it to us in the chat, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
why? I don't. Even
It's
think
it's because he doesn't care about spoilers, so it's like,
Well, I think we actually beat him to Quantumania.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You just beat him to it.
Yeah, because I watched it on a Thursday,
Mhm.
and you watched it yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Fucking cancer in my eyes.
I mean, he sleeps at work and then visits home, so
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's
Slave.
you can't say no.
yeah.
Slaving it up.
Yeah.
And the thing about spoilers too is that recently, like for one of them, like I feel like spoilers are like in the movies themselves already, dude. Like one example I can think of recently is for us anime watchers was the One Piece film Red. That thing had something.
Oh, you guys
ma-
watched it a couple months ago. No?
Yeah, we watched it a couple
Oh,
months ago. That
okay.
thing had something like pretty major that like wasn't disclosed to anyone. So anybody that didn't know about it before kind of knows about it now because of the movie. I'm not gonna talk about what it is, but they show it. They weren't supposed to for anybody that's watching the anime only, because we haven't even gotten there yet in the anime.
Oh, so it hasn't happened,
It hasn't even happened yet, but they just straight up just showed it.
and it's a major thing. you said.
It's a major thing in the manga and in the anime. Like it was already spoiled for me, so I'm avoiding spoiling it for anybody else. But
Well, if I found the One Piece or what?
it, nah. But whatchamacallit, it was something big that people were like really hyping up, and even in the theater, people were like, "What the hell happened?" They weren't expecting it, and just for it to just show up, even if it was literally for like 2 seconds on screen or like a second, half a second on screen, but people saw it and they already knew, and they're all like, "Well, spoiler alert, Thank you for giving us a spoiler warning, Oda." Shit.
Yeah, well, stuff like that very rarely happens. I've only known, aside from the One Piece film, I only know 2 instances where that has happened, and one of them being that really shitty anime, A Kame ga Kill.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't know what they were thinking with that. They could have like stretched it out so that they could do a 24 episode season 1 and then continued on with season 2, but instead they decided to like just completely rush into where, you know, the manga wasn't at yet, so they just completely made their own bullshit story. And they spoiled the power up, you know, that was like maybe like 2 years ahead of its time.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
wow,
Damn.
that sucks.
So it was like, huh?
Jeez.
You know, I read it and I was like, oh, this is what happened in the anime, but
Oh, wait, we
this-
talking
it's
about the
already
manga?
been 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the anime spoiled the manga. So it was like, what the fuck? You know, something like that
That's
will never
weird.
happen again.
Backwards,
But
it's
like,
backwards.
yeah, it's just like,
Nice.
what the fuck?
That's not how it's supposed to happen, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, anime.
Yeah,
Oh.
anime.
Haven't been at watching anime for years now.
Yeah. I mean, you haven't been missing much, honestly.
Yeah.
I just really, really, really miss hand drawing. 'Cause now it's all digital drawing. I mean, it's still hand drawn, but it's digitally drawn. Some of the movies aren't, and I know some of the animes aren't, but it's budget wise. It's because it costs a lot of money. To do it.
yeah. I mean, like, main and secondary characters are all hand drawn, but the background characters, they've been cutting so much corners that they've been using like blank 3D models.
Oh, so it's not even drawn.
Yeah,
it's just
not
CGI
even drawn,
basically.
Yeah. So if you're actually paying attention, like actually watching, you'll just see like
voiceover?
2D characters and then like the weird ass 3D models just walking in the background. It's just, you know, it takes away it
It's like PS1
from
graphics.
yeah, it takes away from like immersion.
RuneScape graphics?
Cause yeah, I mean, I love early 2000s, late 90s anime like style. It's just, I mean, and I haven't really watched anime.
I mean, it even comes down to CGI. Like, it's gotten so bad in recent movies. The one CGI I did like, which a lot of people don't agree with, is the old Hulk movie from like 05 or 04.
Yeah.
I thought the CGI was really good because even like
For its time.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, even now, like, I look at it sometimes, I'm like, oh, it's interesting, like the way the sunlight bounces off the Hulk, like it seems like genuine skin, which is interesting because they don't even do that in the new MCU.
She Hulk.
Oof.
Oh, She-Hulk dropping that ass.
Disgusting.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's how I drop my ass, so it seems kind of realistic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. CGI.
Yeah,
It's
CGI.
just it's done so much nowadays.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
used so much.
It's either good or it's bad. There's no in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
And most of the time, like, I'd say realistically 95% of the time it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in Wakanda Forever, the background was CGI'd a lot, and in some of it, you could very clearly tell that it was just a flat like background, and it looked really bad. I'm like, damn. I was like, I thought they stopped working on the CGI for She-Hulk to focus on this movie, and this is how the CGI looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk
Well,
about putting all your eggs in different baskets. Jeez.
Sitting in the
They,
mouth of-
they missed the golden opportunity, honestly, to
Yeah.
carry the coffin with the guys that dance.
Oh
What were
my
they called?
dude! If they did that, that would have brought my rating for the movie up by like 2-3 points.
Yeah, dude.
True.
Like just having like the actual coffin dance people there, like not even saying anything. That's already like
Just
plus
them
3
being
points.
I mean, like, because I just saw half of the movie because Brandy hadn't seen it, my girlfriend, but she started watching it and I was watching it with her,
Mhm.
and the guys on the sides are dancing. Everybody else is dancing, which is normal probably for their African culture to dance for stuff like that. I mean, I know in Mexican culture, it's like, you know, a lot of people celebrate their people's lives after they die.
Yeah.
So it's not just all like grim and stuff. But so they could have had him. They could have had the guys
Could've.
carrying the
They
coffin
could've.
dancing. Because I mean, aren't they from Africa?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's very regional.
That's true. I mean, it's
oh,
just
so
kind of
Wakanda
like how,
wasn't in their region.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like how, you know, not all Mexicans celebrate, you know, Dia de los Muertos. It's kind of, you know,
I guess. I mean, most do, or I would think they do. I do.
I don't know. My you know, my region of Mexico or whatever the fuck, you know. We didn't give a fuck. We just went along our day. What? What happened?
Oh, nothing. I was looking up how to pronounce the correct version of the Wakandan language is not Wakandan and it's not made up. It's from a language called Kosa.
Coast.
And it's actually like a
Yeah, I saw that in the subtitles. Kosa speaking or saying something in Kosa, and I was like,
and
what?
Kosa is that language that also has clicks to it, but they just don't pronounce the clicks in a. I thought it was interesting because I've been reading a lot into it, but it's pretty good that they actually give a fuck.
Yeah,
Well, they kind of have to.
they kind of had to for that one, dude.
Oh yeah.
They kind of had to.
They pretty much had to.
Winding it back a little bit to CGI.
Okay.
That one movie based on the anime manga. What's it called?
Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, Alita Battle Angel.
There's,
That
the
one
next
was-
one's coming out.
Yeah.
There's
Huh?
another one coming out.
Another one's coming out? Oh.
I thought they were still up in the air about that.
I thought it was coming out.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it.
No, I thought it was just delayed, but I thought it was still gonna happen.
I don't know. I thought the CGI was decent for that movie.
I mean,
It was comic book accurate. That's what made it really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But they did miss a couple of nude scenes.
I mean,
wait, what was the rating? What was the rating for the movie? Is it PG-13?
I believe so. I don't know.
How old was the actress? Because
Well, the nude scene wasn't for the actress.
okay.
It was for one of the side characters, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, it hasn't even gotten a green light. Never mind.
Oof. Yeah, I just remember seeing or getting what was it, a VHS tape.
What do
from
you
my
mean?
mom.
The actress is 37, dude. It's perfect.
She's 37. Oh, that's fine.
37.
That's
She looks great for 37.
thank you.
Huh?
I was like, thank you.
Yes, bitch.
But
What,
yeah.
your prima or what?
Yeah, cool.
Rosa Salazar is her name. That's why.
Damn, that's
Of course.
Yeah, it is.
But,
El
We're
primo.
immaculate genes.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yes,
But
bitch.
yeah, there was
Well, some cousins are okay in certain instances, like when they're like so far apart. Like I think it's like third or fourth cousins or whatever.
Mhm. like
Best.
Japan. Japan
Best.
has a really
No, I'm saying it
That's
because
really
the
short,
DNA
dude.
is not like
Fuck,
exactly
dude.
the same. So it
Talk
happens.
about cultural differences, dude. Fuck.
The
Japan,
men are degenerates in Japan.
Oh,
a lot of them
you
are just
don't even
very
answer
socially
this.
awkward.
I mean, isn't that why they have like separate like train cars? Too?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
just
that's
look
not
at
all Japanese men, but yeah.
look at the
Statistics.
H animes
Mm.
stuff. Like, I mean, a lot of it is well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
About what? Yeah.
Just categories.
Category.
Anime.
Yes.
Oh, we're talking about the other anime,
What other anime?
the
Hentai.
H kind.
Hentai?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Not as all
What?
goofy.
What specifically about that though? What like? Okay, now it's the second take of Orange County Beaners, name pending. We were previously talking about hentai, but we're going to skip over that topic. And I'm gonna ask you guys, how do you guys feel about the use of the N-word?
In what context? What do you mean?
In private home use, or in nowhere in public?
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
My girlfriend doesn't let me say it.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate.
I know, and I told her I was like, but I'm black, and she's like, I don't care. I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh,
never mind.
oh,
Have a great day.
Yeah, fuck me then.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your rights?
Oh, you're right.
She don't care, dude.
Damn.
So you're a fucking beta.
You're beta.
Beta cook,
Beta.
beta cook.
Me va a pegar.
And
So,
beta.
Yeah, bro.
Sergio, you're the one who gets whipped on the daily, so don't.
Not
don't come
even,
at me.
dude. I just don't say it because I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't really
nah,
care for it.
where-
'Cause you're black too. I get it.
I'm
Respect.
blacker than anybody here, but I don't say it.
Sheesh.
A ver.
Just because you're
Whip-
dark doesn't mean you're black.
Whip it out, whip it out.
Yeah, whip
Whip it out,
dude.
whip it out.
Yeah.
Slap it on the table.
Hell yeah.
I will. I'll whip out my percentage of blackness.
Oh shit!
Oh, Shay's coming with the
He's
percentages.
coming out with the ancestry.
Yeah,
dude.
My ancestors.
With
The ancestors.
No, fuck. I'm not
All right,
saying
but like, but if people really
Don't
don't,
download it?
if people really don't want it to be said, you know, why are they still saying it? You know,
I don't know.
like
I don't know.
it's just like all over the place. You know, the opinions on the use of the word.
Yeah, it's everywhere, dude. It's
Yeah,
like,
because you know,
you,
I mean, I don't really care for it.
like,
current
so-
black culture, you know, they use it as like, oh hey, what's up, you know, my friend,
yeah.
you know, amigo, etc., etc. But you know, if a white person uses it, if, you know, literally any other ethnicity uses it, oh dude, you're, you know, hate crime. It's just, it's dumb, you know.
It depends in the context of where
Yeah,
you're
it's
using
all
it.
based
If
on-
you're
I
being
feel like it's context.
like, if you're using it derogatively, like, I mean, that's just different. If you're just doing it like, it's almost like hate speech.
If
Cause-
you're doing it,
Because if you're just using it casually, and I know a lot of people,
a lot of people, yeah.
and just kind of just use it casually. I mean,
I've noticed that it's
culture-wise.
more frowned upon when white people do it, but like it's very much the more prominent thing like amongst Latinos.
yeah, a lot of them do say it.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard it a lot. You know, on the way to work, after, you know, the kids get off, they get on the bus, like literally one stop before, you know, my stop. And they're just all coming in. It's like, hey, what's up? My N-word. That's all I fucking hear in the bus, dude. So
Yeah.
it's just like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like whatever.
Yeah, you hear it a lot. I mean, I've just heard it casually
Yeah.
ever since I moved here. I
Mm.
mean, in school and just in general.
No
okay.
use of it in Mexico.
No.
I mean, and if people do say it in Mexico, it doesn't mean anything
Yeah,
to
it
that
doesn't-
culture because it's
yeah.
not. It's
Nope.
not our like nothing is connected to it that would make it offensive to us, or we don't feel like somebody should be offended. You know.
I mean, some of the
It's-
dubs just basically call them like negro. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
just
because it's
just the color. I mean, it's just what they use.
Yeah.
it's based on culture. I feel like, you know, here in the States, you know, it's like, oh, big bad, you know, we can't do it. But like you go like anywhere else in the world, I feel like, you know, nobody's really gonna
Yeah. No,
care.
chastise
Really,
you
I feel like the States is like where the majority of people get offended
Yeah,
by it,
Yeah.
and they don't like it being used. Even though like you go anywhere else in the world, nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, I mean,
They-
growing up in Mexico,
Yeah, and
definitely was like,
it has different meanings everywhere, dude. In
yeah.
Korea, dude, in Korea,
Korea, China.
that
One song?
Yeah, that one song, that one BTS.
Yeah.
It's like I'm pretty sure it just means me
Mm-hmm.
or
Something
you,
like that,
something
yeah.
like that.
In
I'm
China,
all-
China's me.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's like you can't say a word is bad if it can't be bad for everybody else, because you can't. You can't just block out a whole word from every single fucking language in the world, dude.
I don't know if I
I
ever
just-
told you guys this, but once when I was like I was inadvertently racist to a black girl, and we're like in first or second grade, and I didn't understand why it was wrong what I said. In retrospect, I get it, but like at the moment, it just seemed so logical to me. It was very straightforward. She was telling me, like, we were just talking, we were just sitting there coloring, and I was like, it kind of sucks that there's no crayons that really match my skin tone, because back then, you know, we were limited to the fucking like the 12 pack
like fucking
of crayons,
red,
you know?
blue, green.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
was
yeah.
report, you know. But
Pink.
anyway, like I told the girl, I was like, "Oh, you're lucky." I was like, "You have like one that matches you." I was like, "The brown one," and then she's like, "But I'm black." I was like, "No, you're brown." She's like, "I'm black." I'm like, "No, you're brown. Look." And to prove my point, I like picked up like a brown like colored
Yeah.
thing, and I rubbed it on her like forearm, and like nothing showed up. I'm like, "See, it blends in, so you are brown."
Yeah.
Which is the pigment. Yes, it does
Yeah,
match.
pigment is
but
black, yeah.
the
And brown.
title was not correct.
Yeah.
And I remember I was so adamant about it. And she started crying, and then a teacher came over. I was like, "Why are you crying?" And it's like, "Oh, Javier said I'm not black. He said I'm brown." I'm like, she fucking is. Like I was a kid. I was like, she is. I'm like, look. And I like drew on her again to prove my
Oh
point.
my god.
And they're like, Javier, you can't say that. I'm like, but like, I was like, are my eyes like not working? I'm like, are your eyes working? I'm like, look. And like, they're like, you can't say that. Like, she's black. I'm like, she's brown. I'm like, I'm not brown. I was like, I'm like caramel colored.
Yeah.
I'm like, so yeah, if there was a caramel crayon, then yeah, that'd be my color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't get it. And like, I for the longest time I did not get it. And then eventually when I grew up and I like got it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like it was wrong. But logically, like as a child, I didn't see it as a racist thing. You know,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, color is color.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's literally just based on like where you grew up and like your where you come from, dude. Because you know it's like, oh, you're this or you're that. You know, it's like,
Well, because racism is taught. It's not
yeah, it's not
second nature.
it's not second nature. You're taught that something is racist. You're not.
Yeah, you don't really know about
you
it.
don't inherently know it is until somebody tells you it is.
True.
You know.
But I mean, Jackie Chan said it best.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
Was it
That's
Rush
the
Hour
movie.
one?
Yeah, Rush Hour movie. When he's just said, "What up?"
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Doing his
Good
shit.
time.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Bar fight.
I don't know, because I didn't know much about races growing up. I literally was like, oh, those people, their eyes are a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think, like, it didn't, like, come to my mind, like, oh, they're
Mhm.
from Asia. You know, they're
Yeah.
from China, they're from Japan, they're from Korea. Like, it was just like, oh, they have smaller eyes than I do. All right.
Yeah.
And I just kind of moved on with my life. Like, it wasn't a,
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal back then.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, eh.
Which wasn't a big deal. It's just that growing up where we're from, it's like it's not taught either. It's like we're not taught that something is racist, you know, because in our culture we don't really put something on it. As of like when I was growing up, you know, I was never taught like, oh, that's bad, you can't say that. You know, it's like nobody knew better, if anything.
Yeah. I think our own individual experiences
Mhm.
lead to, for some people, to become inherently racist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's either taught or just your experiences lead to it.
Yeah.
that is true.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like my stepdad, he doesn't like African Americans.
Yeah.
Does not like it. And I asked him why, and he's like, why I grew up in Long Beach. He's like, what do you think? He's like, I grew up and I was bullied by them all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so when I left, like, I just got out of Long Beach. I'm like, but you still work in Long Beach? He's like, yeah, but like, I don't have to see them. I'm like, oh, like it's really weird. Like he like just ignores them basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there isn't any, like, I guess he doesn't seek out like confrontation to hate on people.
He just dislikes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
yeah,
I mean, you can dislike people. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's understandable.
yeah. I think
It
it's just
is.
with past trauma.
As long as it doesn't involve you dislike them because
Yeah, it's just
prejudice,
like,
you know.
yeah,
like,
Mhm.
pure hatred.
yeah,
Yeah, before
Yeah.
you get to know them, you know.
yeah.
a
Just
little
like not prejudice, you know, like just everybody is the same. No, well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the case. So
Yeah, I
as
realize
long as
that
that's the
everybody
case.
can be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
bit.
I hate evenly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
Who?
other Mexicans too. I hate evenly. Like,
Oh yeah,
anybody
yeah,
can be a
of
dick.
course.
Like when other Latinos are just absolute douchebags, and it can either be like they're Mexican and they're just from a different part of Mexico, and they're just dicks, or it can just be like, oh, like they're Guatemalan. I get it. Like it's instinct, or like Salvadorian.
Oh my
You know,
God.
it's just like second
Yeah,
nature.
yeah.
Like I beefed with this one guy in high school, and I didn't know why, but there was just something about him I did not like, and we didn't like each other. And then later I found out he was Salvadorian, and like it's notorious where like Mexicans and Salvadorians just don't get along.
Mm.
Hmm.
And I was like, cool. The beef is it's instinct, I guess.
It's insane.
It's
Well,
mutual.
a lot of them just get told certain things, you know, like, oh yeah, I don't like them or whatever, 'cause they
Oh,
think they're
yeah.
better and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you know, when I told you guys, you know, I was just chilling with my dad at his place.
Mhm.
And, you know, we're just watching TV, and out of nowhere, he's just like, Caesar, you know, or Cesar. And I'm like, oh, what's up? He's like, see,
Oh, my
God
God.
damn it.
God damn it.
si ves un negro, corres. And I'm just like,
What the
what? You know, like, what the fuck? But, You
So
know,
every time you looked in the mirror, you started to run, huh?
yeah, fuck you.
Oh
It comes from our parents too, dude.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
it's what
true.
they teach us. It's how we grew up, you know.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like you're raised differently in any part of the world. You know, like
Yep.
we didn't have that I know of. I could be ignorant, but we didn't have any kind of like thing with slavery in Mexico, as far as I know. You know, kind of like don't know if we had a problem in Mexico or if we were
No, I
at
mean,
any point. You
I
know,
mean, if you go down far enough, you can have the Spaniards just taking over indigenous Americans, and that's basically what you get. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
exactly like slavery, because
yeah.
even then, well, you have Brazil, which basically that's what they did. The Portuguese had people from Africa brought to Brazil, which is why there's more people in Brazil. They have more
Darker skin tones.
of like just like
Yeah.
more African features, like
Yeah.
this, curly hair, darker skin color, and stuff
I mean,
like that.
There's a lot of it's cool because Mexico is kind of like a mixing pot.
Yeah.
Because I was curious as to why I had like like black ancestry, and I asked one of my friends, and I didn't realize at that point that during the 1800s, when there was a lot of problems with slavery, slaves would run away to Mexico, and the moment they set foot in Mexico, they were free.
Yeah.
The Mexican government would not like send them back to the U.S.
Mm.
and they would not allow like bounty hunters basically to go and get them because they're like, oh, you don't have jurisdiction here, and they didn't.
Yep.
So I guess like around 200 miles away from where I'm from, there was a huge settlement of African Americans, and that's where it like started. And same thing that happened during the 1900s, where they were persecuting a lot of Japanese and Chinese people.
A lot of them went to Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
and you go and there's a lot of like Asian people that speak really good Spanish that are probably better than some of ours, and like oh yeah, we've been here for like 3 or 4 generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, hey, ¿qué onda, chino? And
yeah,
like,
some-
oh, ¿qué onda, pinche perro?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is a thing. In Mexico, some of the places where I grew up, some people did have Asian features,
Mhm.
and I mean, obviously, people are always, just the way people are. But yeah, I mean, it was there. People were descended from certain people, and I mean, it's just how it is. It just people just move from other places, and Mexico, especially if you go to the capital of Mexico, there's people from all over the world. You have people from Europe, people from Asia, people from America, people from South America. You have everywhere. I mean,
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of Spaniards.
yeah, I
Very
mean,
prominent
obviously,
in Unity.
you have a lot of Europeans in there. Mexico City. Mexico City is super densely populated, overly populated.
Oh, really?
It's a lot bigger than LA. I mean, it's crazy. It's one of the biggest cities in the world.
Yeah. Did you hear it sinking?
I mean, it's on top of a mountain. It's really high up in elevation, Mexico City.
No, it's like sinking into like the earth. Like it's like
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, like a volcano almost.
kind of. I don't know. I don't remember the exact like phrase and science behind it, but I did hear that it was like sinking into the ground, and like eventually it's gonna be underwater, and there's just a lot of tectonic movement around the world at the moment, which is expected. But I don't know. It feels like everything is kind of going to shit this year.
Mexico City is 7,349 feet above sea level. Big Bear City is
It's like
like
12?
6,700, 6,800. Just to put it into perspective, that's Big Bear, California.
Yeah, so Mexico City.
So Mexico City's higher
Higher
up
than
in
Big Bear.
elevation than the city, or like the Big Bear Lake City, because the peak I think in Big Bear is like over 8,000 feet or something like that. But still, like, it's not too far off. It has snowed in Mexico City and stuff like that, but it's lower in the it's closer to the equator. So
I mean, isn't everything sinking technically? Isn't it
I don't
predicted
know
that
if everything's
like
sinking.
fuck, like the edges of California,
Fucking, yeah.
like the edges of California is gonna be like The fucking sea. and
It's a
everything.
road. It's a what they're saying. I don't know why the teacher was telling me this. I was taking astronomy, but she was saying,
Astronomy.
yeah, the teacher was telling us that eventually, like L.A. is gonna be right next to San Francisco.
Damn.
Like, because the tectonic plates are shifting
Yeah.
this way, so then they're gonna be closed basically.
Well,
In a long time, not
yeah,
any time when we're gonna be alive. It's not gonna happen.
so I looked it up, and it says, so Mexico City is called the sinking city as a result of geological phenomenon called subsidence, which usually happens when too much water is drawn from underground and the land above begins to compact. So much water has been pumped out from the aquifer beneath it to satisfy the metropolitan area's 18 million residents. The ground is collapsing underfoot at a stunning rate, about 20 inches per year.
Damn. No, is that why our sidewalks are like so fucking high up?
I don't know. Maybe
Is that why our fucking
Maybe.
sidewalks
because
are like
that's
so
like
fucking
that's
high
like
up?
everywhere. Like you're walking,
Yeah.
and then there's like a 2-foot like
And then
drop.
there's a
And you're like,
fucking
what?
3-foot fucking drop off the edge of the fucking sidewalk. Like, bro, you're gonna fucking break your legs.
You gotta pay attention when you're walking.
Especially at night, dude. You're not paying attention at night, dude. You're gonna break your fucking leg,
Yeah.
dude.
You're gonna eat shit while you're being chased by La Llorona and shit.
Dude.
Like it on the
Like, dude.
Fuck, nah, I'm
Ass,
good.
dude. Shit.
Nah. Hey, there's this. I really love like Mexican myths and urban legends. Like La Llorona is like a pretty common one, but there's one where there's like a mariachi guy on a horse. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's like dressed in all in black. And you see him sometimes like in graveyards and shit. I forgot what he's called, but it was a very interesting one. I heard he leaves like fucking flaming footprints and shit.
Ghost Rider, dude. That's
Basically, the
Mexican Ghost
No,
Rider.
it's Ghost Rider. That's what Ghost
It's
Rider
what they
was.
say. It's El Diablo. Yeah, basically what it is.
Yeah.
What they say it is. That's why it leaves flaming steps. It's just
I mean,
because
yeah,
the
but
devil.
I mean,
But
but I'm also I'm pretty sure Ghost Rider should ride a fucking horse before you got a motorcycle.
It's true. Pretty cool fucking ghost, dude.
Ghost Rider.
On his
Bro,
own bootleg.
or
The
Mariachi
only
Rider?
ghost I've seen was like transparent white ones.
I don't know, because this is what I used to do when I was younger. My dad used to have a video camera. I would mess around with a video camera all the time, taking videos of anything or everything. And I don't know if what it was, but when I was younger, I would take videos. I would go out later at night. Like for me, when I was younger, I would say like past 9 p.m. And I would take videos out when it was dark with the night vision on, and I would go out. And I used to have this TV that was probably like, I don't know, maybe like the size of an iPad screen, but it was bigger because you could put actually VHS tapes into the little TV. I
Yeah.
used to play in the little TV.
Yeah.
So I would use I don't know, I can't remember what they're called, but there's like those 3 connections that have like the 3 colors.
Oh, the AV cables.
Yeah, those cables.
Yeah.
That had connections, so I could plug in the camera to the TV. So there was this one night, I took a video, and I don't know what it was, but when I was going around the car, and I, because it had like the night vision thing, and I think I had a little light, so I went past the car, and I think it was like around the glass part.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went around the glass part, when I went back into the video, I was watching the video, I could see a face on like where like the kind of like it was almost like flash.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but you could see a face on the flash, and I was scared, and I stopped doing that. I stopped taking videos
Learn
at
the hard
night.
way.
I stopped taking videos at night.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I don't know what happened to that camera.
yeah, I don't know
what
it
happened
is
to that
about.
footage, because that's back when the video camera footage was taken onto little cassettes. I don't know if you guys remember. They're like
Mm-hmm.
little cassette tapes. They're like a little thicker for video cameras, and that's where I took the video, and I don't know where. And I think because you can overwrite it, and I think it must have got overwritten by all the stuff that I was recording. But when I was younger, but I got scared, and I stopped. I stopped doing it for a while at night. So yeah, I mean,
I don't blame you. I would too.
I don't know what
I
it
got
is about
scared.
Mexico being fucking haunted as fuck.
All the fucking urban legends.
Yeah, it's all the
Yeah.
legends, but still, like, I mean, maybe it was just my brain because that's what you're like, you know.
Yeah,
you're
we
telling a
see
lot of
things in
stories.
like, you know.
I mean, I was younger. I was probably like, I don't know, like maybe 9 or 10. Yeah.
We're always scared shitless by our fucking parents, dude. We're
Yeah.
always
Oh, yeah, always. I've always gotten scared. Always gotten like told stuff when I was younger and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty normal for like.
Like, you
Hispanic
know,
people.
when you wake up and shit, and then you're like in the middle of the night, and you're just like, you see
Oh,
the
yeah.
pile of clothes like fucking
On a
like
chair.
On a
shaped
chair,
weird,
yeah,
and it
like-
looks like the devil. It's like fuck. Yeah,
That is your brain doing something, probably.
yeah, pretty
but-
much.
Or is it?
Taco Bell.
Yeah, or you know, the time I was wide awake and I saw the fucking just ghostly white transparent figure going through my room, just phasing in and out. I'm just like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean.
I was just like, fuck this. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could be something. We don't really know. I mean, I believe there has to be something out there.
Yeah, it is definitely. I mean, didn't they recently like fucking? Not talking about ghosts, but like extraterrestrials. Didn't they recently just confirm it?
I have no idea.
I have no idea, dude.
I remember
I mean-
reading something about that.
They did shoot something out of the air. That was not a balloon and was identical.
Those videos though can so easily be like
No,
VFX,
fake. Yeah,
fake.
fabric- yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, but
easily.
they were like published by like the U.S. government.
The U.S. government. Yeah. Damn, bro. Last time we had a fucking weather balloon, it was Roswell, and we ended up with Area 51. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in extraterrestrial life. I believe in it.
I think.
I believe we're not the fucking only sentient fucking beings in this fucking galaxy, in this
Yeah.
universe.
I mean,
Uh,
in a universe where there's more planets than grains of sand on planet Earth, there's got to be something else.
There's
out
gotta
there.
be something else, dude.
I mean, what I can take from this is that aliens are just really shitty drivers.
Probably.
For real.
Damn, brother, you're using.
I mean, they could
Aftermath.
just not have the technology to come far. Either. Like, I mean, we don't have the technology to go far.
Yeah,
So,
not yet. Not in a couple. Oh, bro.
so
Please don't tell me that reset anything.
I,
Oh, okay.
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, so we're not getting anything. We're not going anywhere for a couple
yeah, probably not anywhere in our lifetime.
tens of thousands of years. Yeah. I don't think we can advance that far.
I mean, it would be cool to just preserve yourself to like the future, but then I don't know if I would want to do that or not.
I wouldn't want to.
After watching Futurama, I don't think I would. Unless I got a a really good bank, savings.
With $1.
Yeah, shit.
The inflation.
Yeah.
With the fucking return on
Shit.
your ROI, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dogecoin to the
It would be
moon.
cool. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, just gotta live in the now, I guess, because
Yeah.
you can't really know what's gonna happen in the future.
Gotta live with what you get.
You gotta live with the cards you're dealt, man.
True.
I see it.
We'll be under 6 foot forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Exposed.
Exposed aid.
Smidge.
It really do be like that, though.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
What were one of the earlier topics? Aside from Marvel, what were the earlier topics?
We were talking about like, I don't know. I know we were talking about anime at one point, and then we like ventured
Yeah,
off
we're
from
talking
that.
about. Well, we went from talking about Marvel to talking about movies to talking about anime.
Talking about, I think TV shows.
We never
No,
started
no,
on
no,
TV
we
shows.
didn't.
I'm actually not even that big of a TV show person, anyways.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
have been.
I mean, there are really good TV shows that I haven't watched, or the only reason I did watch is because of Escobedo or Master Betos.
Yeah.
Where is he, anyways?
Yeah,
Should have been here.
He knows a lot of good TV shows.
Maybe we should save that topic for when he's here.
Yeah.
True.
Sounds like a good topic for that. Sounds like a good question for that
Yeah,
topic.
should be good. I can talk about some TV shows, like basic ones, pretty popular ones, like The Witcher, Game of Thrones, Mandalorian. Pretty mainstream stuff I can talk about that I've watched. Some of the Marvel ones I've watched. I think Javier is bigger on like House and like those like older ones.
I really like House. House is good.
House is good. I've watched it growing up in Mexico, but I don't know if you know, and the TV in Mexico isn't exactly in order. You could be watching episode 5 and then the next episode would be like episode 30.
Yep.
And then the next episode will be episode 50, and then the episode after that will be at 25.
That should brings back
So yeah, you never have like you never really know. They usually pick out the better ones, or like whatever they want to see. That there's no, even in Dragon Ball stuff like that, they would put them together, but then like during the week they'll be like repeated once, and then on the weekend it would be the one that it's the next one or something like that. It was weird, but yeah,
I think that's just TV in general.
That's the way that I watched fucking Star Wars, dude. It was never in order. I would see episode 1 and then go to episode fucking 3. I'm like, what the fuck happened to 2?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've watched the prequels before I watched the original trilogy.
Yeah, same.
I'm pretty sure.
When it comes to repeats of episodes, I only watch, my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just like turn off the TV and go play games or something.
Bro, I haven't watched TV in years.
Same.
Like
I don't really watch TV.
Last time I watched TV was like middle school, and that's when like Cartoon Network was still popping off, bro.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't watch cartoons anymore.
Yeah.
I stream stuff, but like mostly you have like Netflix, HBO, and all that stuff. That's where I watch TV.
Yeah.
But it's not like TV. It's not like I don't have cable. Like,
Bro,
I don't know. I left Cartoon Network at its peak
Cartoon Network was
when they
too
released. What was it? Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I dipped.
Yeah,
I never watched it, so.
I basically dipped when they started Steven's Universe, and I'm glad I did, because apparently
it's hot garbage. Yes.
Yeah. But I remember like the OG fucking like Cartoon Network shows, dude. Pretty sure Dexter.
Dexter's Lab, Ed and Eddie.
Ed.
Dexter's
Dude,
Lab.
Eddie
Cartoon Network. OG Cartoon Network is my favorite cartoons.
Yeah,
there is.
for sure. Like,
not counting anime and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, growing up, I used to mess around with my mom's makeup, thinking I was Dexter.
Yeah.
Just trashed her makeup.
Did you get your ass beat?
I don't remember.
Bro, I'm pretty sure you would remember.
Then I didn't, I guess.
Dude got his ass beat so hard he forgot.
No, I
don't
remember. I don't. Because what I did do that I don't remember that I was told that I did. I don't know if you guys remember those little carts, the red cars, toy cars that you can sit in. They had like a yellow handle that you to push in.
Oh yeah.
So I burnt one of those.
What?
I burned it.
You're a pyromaniac?
I actually was a little bit.
You're an arsonist? Damn.
I can see it.
So, I mean, yeah, I've always actually liked playing with
fire.
With fire, but like I wouldn't actually do it inside. I would always be outside because we always had a big backyard in Mexico. So yeah, I would just burn stuff, like wood stuff or like stuff like that. But I think if I remember somewhat correctly, I must have done something about like thinking like, oh, like it's gonna be like give the car turbo or something like that. Fire, like it's gonna make it go fast or something like that. I can't remember. And that's probably what I did, and it burned, and it got, it didn't burn like completely, but like I think it must have been the front of the little car that just melted off and burned. Yeah, and it smelled bad. But I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. But I was always experimenting with stuff. I remember cooking eggs outside on top of a metal something. I literally like just made a fire and put the little metal on top, and I cooked an egg. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. Randomly.
Oh, dude, if I wasn't so scared of getting my ass beat by my mom, I'd probably do that too.
Yeah, just random stuff I would always do. I would always like open up like electronical stuff that didn't work anymore. Like
same.
That's why I'm somewhat like knowledgeable of stuff like that. Like I mean, if I break a controller or something like that, I've fixed it before. I mean, I don't know if you remember the N64 controller joysticks were always break.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I just opened it up and I fixed it, and I was like, well, now it works. So it's just, I've always been like that. I mean, always messed around with stuff like that, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
to
bro,
this day, I
same.
still just, if I can fix it, I'll try to fix it. If I can't, then just replace it. But
It is what it is.
yeah, I mean,
You can't fix it.
do
dude.
what I can do.
Yeah, no, I remember I went to my mom's work in Mexico. She used to work for a cell phone company over there. And she was kind of like the cashier there. So, like, people would pay their phone bills there. And they had a counting machine to count, like, all the money. And I was like, oh, why isn't it working? She's like, oh, we don't know. We're probably going to throw it away. And I'm like, oh, can I look at it? And I was like 6 years old. And I took that shit apart. I'm like, oh, look. I fucking pulled out 50 pesos. I'm like, oh, shit.
Nice.
I'm like, hey, Mom, can I keep it? She's like, no, what the fuck? No. I'm like, okay, I fixed it. Shit, who's gonna pay me? And surely
Take it.
enough, she put a whole stack of bills in there and started counting them like fucking nothing. I'm all like, damn, I never got paid.
I would have kept that even when I was younger. Just
Bro.
I was aware, and I would have kept it. And I would have spent it on something.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like if I had known better, I just wouldn't have told my mom. Just
Oh,
fucking
dude.
pocketed that shit.
Fuck, man. No, I don't regret it, but I spent a shit ton of my, any money I got, I spent it on game cards because that's the only way to recharge back in the day. Aside from a credit card, but what fucking 10-year-old's gonna have a,
Are you talking
credit
like
debit
Steam
card?
stuff, like kind of like, or like?
Yeah, but like every company had their own specific like they either had their own card codes or they would pick like specific companies. Like, what was it? I think the most popular one back then was Ultimate Game Card, which had like
Oh, I remember that.
yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, like flaming hot hair or whatever.
I remember that for sure.
Yeah. And I'd spend 10, 15, 20, 25. Oof. I had a $50 one at one point, but it wasn't just like, maybe 10 or 20. I had like about 200, dude.
Jesus Christ.
200 of those cards.
So you didn't spend them?
I did spend them.
Oh, okay. Oh, like you had them left
yeah,
over.
the only use for it was the codes on the back.
Yeah.
And
But you
that's it.
can't. You mean like you had them saved up? That you just had them.
Yeah.
To, like, kind of like
I just
they
kinda
didn't
had
have
them.
any like balance left. But you,
Yeah. I
kept-
just
oh,
kept
okay.
the cards anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
I mean,
great, experience with the games, but
yeah. I mean, I agree.
yeah.
I mean, at some point, I remember being 15 or I think probably 14, 15, working in Mexico for my grandpa, and getting some money paid. Like nothing crazy, but I would basically use that money to buy pizza on Fridays and buy games. Like that's what I did. I mean, I was 14, 15. I would always buy a couple pizzas on Friday and invite my friends over and my brother, and we would just play games and eat pizza.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
that's what I spent my money on back then. That's basically what I do nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Slightly different, but
never
the
changes,
same.
dude. Never changes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, life.
A life
That's
of
just
a-
life. The life of a gamer,
Yeah, life of a gamer, dude.
basically.
Basically.
I see.
You get hooked on one thing and then it all avalanches and you just don't want to see how much money you've actually spent on like video games.
Oh, I
or,
spent
like,
so much money on
Bro.
shit that
you don't even know, man.
I have way too many hobbies.
Huh?
I said I have way too many hobbies.
We have way
Oh,
too many hobbies.
yeah.
Well,
I definitely have way too many hobbies.
we have a
Yeah.
lot of expensive hobbies. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, between fishing, music, and just random shit we find.
Yeah.
Paintball.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like fucking paintball and card games, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
but-
card game is your biggest addiction.
yeah,
Yeah.
card games are my biggest addiction. Dude.
uh,
Holy
too expensive.
shit.
Yeah, I think I've seen Oscar drop like hundreds of dollars at a time.
Yeah.
mhm.
I'm
And
not
like
ashamed.
not even like you spend $200, like between $400 and $800,
Yeah.
up to $900 at a time.
That's a lot of
I'm
money.
like, Jesus Christ, man! Like,
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of money buying a $1,300 guitar.
But I mean, you gotta think about it. I would spend it, but like fucking like not just one and done. I'd be like maybe like weeks
Oh, I guess
going
you're right,
in,
yeah.
like every other week. I save up a bit and then I spend a lot, but then I end up selling a lot of it too. And end up making some
Yeah.
of my money back.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
If I
so
don't
you
break
didn't
even,
quite
at least
spend
I
all
make
of it.
some of my money back, and it's something that I'll enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, then I guess all the stuff that I bought, I haven't made money on.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's time to make a TikTok and upload a bunch of random videos of me playing 30 seconds of a song because that's all I see.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
basically
much-
people always play the same songs,
Mhm.
30 seconds, the same parts, and like pretty mediocrely. I want to say because I'm like, damn, some of these people don't practice.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're
and-
absolute dogs.
and they get views, and I'm like,
Yep.
most of them are women that don't know how to play. I mean, I'm just saying that's why they get a lot of views. It's because they're women. Because men objectify women all the time.
Yes, of course.
So it's not their fault.
Were they in booty shorts?
And like sports bras
Ah, okay.
or big titties.
I see.
I
Yeah.
did see something funny
Basically, what it is.
a couple months ago, where it's kind of like the opposite of what you were talking about. There's this like,
Speaking to the mic.
oh shit, sorry. There's this Asian dude, and he was like talking shit on the show Wednesday, which I don't know if you've seen.
Nope.
I've seen parts of it. We watched the.
Okay,
I
well,
thought it
did
was-
you see the part where she like serenades a school with her cello?
Oh yeah. I know
It's
you told me, but
really good.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, as a professional musician, I can tell you that's not possible. The way she skips in between this and this, and then like a bunch of like girls who played the cello, like went beast mode, and they played it, and they're like, no, it's possible. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, like damn, they're gonna at him like that. Like they duetted him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they told him like, bro, like just because you're a shit player does not mean it's not possible.
Yeah, anything, it's possible. I mean, I'm sure there are things where it's not going to be exactly the same. It could have been overdubbed. It could have been like a second part that was played underneath it. Because music is not like always like what you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I mean, you can hear pretty clearly what is being played.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be able to be played.
No, I just thought it was,
Yeah, I remember you
peculiar
telling
to
me this story. Before.
Yeah, it was really funny to watch him get like burned.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I spend money on equipment for music, some of which we're utilizing today.
Yep.
Yep.
So I mean, that's okay. I mean,
It's getting used.
it is getting used, and I don't mind.
Yes.
I
I definitely predicted it when I bought these mics. Yes, of course. Surely.
Sure.
of course,
Surely I would start a podcast with my boys.
Sure.
everybody else does it. I don't know why we couldn't do it.
But yeah, it's coming in handy.
And
man.
at least we'll be able to keep a record of like all the dumb shit we say and talk about, because I feel like we have so many years of memories that we shared, and randomly memories will come up and we'll bring it up and laugh again and again.
Thanks to Snapchat hashtag.
Some
not
of it,
sponsored.
some of it is recorded. Some of it is there. Some of
Yeah.
it we
No.
have access to.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have videos of you constantly hiccuping that one time you were driving us home.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
No.
think you were like
Oh.
spiced out or something.
Yeah, he
You
was
were all
spaced out.
spiced out.
That was funny.
That's fun.
Good
It
time.
hurt. Okay,
Damn, bro,
my
we gotta
chest
do the-
hurt.
We gotta do the podcast with the Death Nut, dude.
On what?
The Death Nut
Wow.
Oh.
Bro, I've been there, done that shit. It's not worth it.
is not worth the pain.
No, it's not worth it.
Is it too painful?
Dude, I remember trying to look back at one of my recorded streams. I did like the highest level Death Nut,
Yeah, that has all Death Nut.
and like just going back and looking at the footage, I PTSD, like
You had the taste in your mouth.
yeah,
also?
the taste in my mouth, the heat, everything. I was like, fuck, this is not worth it,
You have
man.
those non-flashbacks, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
I didn't think PTSD was a real thing, man.
Jesus Christ.
Shit, man.
Now you know first-hand experience.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
I'm gonna just show you a picture of the Death Nut. You're like, you're fucking asking for a couple.
Forehead
of
sweating and everything, butt clenching.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's low level, like 1, 2, 3, it's fine. But you know,
Hitting that
what was
level
it?
10.
10 million? What was it? 20 million Scoville units? No, that's just overkill.
It's homicide.
That's homicide. to your fucking
Speaking
son.
of homicide, have you gotten any use of those level 5 nuts?
Oh, I'm scared. Even just looking at them, I'm like, because I wasn't stupid. I didn't immediately just like chug them down.
Yeah.
Like I looked at videos, I was like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, this shit real? This shit for real? For real?
That
Yeah.
shit's real.
no, like my stepdad hasn't told me anything, but I did hide one of those nuts in his peanuts. Cause bro was always stealing my shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember I told you that one time I bought a little like extremely spicy like ghost pepper ramen.
Yeah.
And I just left him there, and I'm like, I'm sure he's gonna eat it. And then sure enough, I came home one day, and he was like sweating like a motherfucker. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, gotta speak for hair.
Fucking
I
idiot.
was like,
Dude.
yeah, you shouldn't have been eating my food, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro, you gotta start lacing your shit with laxatives, dude. Shit.
dude, I should have.
Fuck, bro. Oh man, that shit was fucking mad funny though. When it's like when you like leave something and you tell people not to fucking eat it and they still fucking eat it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I saw this one thing of a lady who was getting pissed off because she would buy special like dairy-free creamer or something
Mm-hmm.
for herself at work, and somebody kept drinking it, and she was like, "What the fuck? Like it's expensive, you know?"
Yeah.
And she got pissed, and eventually it got to the point where she just couldn't take it anymore. So she, I guess she had a kid recently, so she put her own breast milk in the thing, and then somebody drank it,
Oh.
and then she like put a note like, "Oh, congratulations, you just drank breast milk."
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Mm.
I'm like, I don't think anybody's ever gonna drink her shit again.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. You know, unless they're working at a Blizzard HQ.
True.
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 Yeah. They're notorious for stealing breast milk
Yeah.
Jesus.
from other employees.
Dude, talking about stolen breast milk. One time my first job in like working as a nursing assistant,
Yeah.
somebody did steal my lunch, and I don't know who. And I was pissed because it was Chinese food, and you know, like Chinese food slaps, like especially here.
Uh-huh.
And like I remember like craving it so much, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like, you know, I could already taste like the chicken and the noodles, and I was like, ooh, and I got them to pack me extra hot sauce
Oof.
with the seeds. So I was like, ooh, I was like, when I stir it into the rice and mix it up, it's gonna be like,
Mm.
it's gonna make your mouth water, you know.
Heavenly.
And then I go, and my bag is empty. They took the tray. They even took the fortune cookie and my hot sauce, but they left me an empty bag.
Bastard.
And I was like, I was hella like confused because it had my name on it,
Mhm.
like in Sharpie, like in clear lettering.
Yeah.
I was like, it says for Javier, but there's no food for Javier. I was like, what the fuck? I was flabbergasted. I was so mad. I went and told my supervisor, I was like, where's my food, bro? I was like, what am I gonna eat? He's like, I don't know. He's like, you could just drive out to like go get some in the Carl's. And I'm like, I don't have a car. I am 19. Like, I was like, I have
Oh,
no
man.
way to like go anywhere. So that day, I just like ate fucking air for lunch. And then since then, I learned to just like bring shit in like a Tupperware and then put it in a lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to buy a small lock for my lunchbox
No.
to
fuck.
put in the fridge because ever since then I was so paranoid. And
Yeah.
everybody thought I was weird for it, which yeah, it's weird. But I was like,
He
dude,
had,
like,
he had
I-
reason. He had fucking
yeah, I was
reason.
like,
Yeah.
somebody stole my food one time. I was like, and it was enough to drive me to paranoia.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, dude.
That's,
Yeah.
you know, it's pretty fair. Fair grounds for, you know, being paranoid.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck. I'd be
Yeah.
pissed as fuck too. Dude.
Yeah, dude, I was like almost on the verge of tears, and then I was just like, it's fine. I was like, I'll just go home. I'll get more Chinese food. I was like, but it just sucks that it's another $9, which at the time seemed like a lot because I was only making $9 an
Mm.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Inflation.
Good or bad?
R.I.P.
Or both.
Now the Chinese food place by my house, they still only charge like $10 or $11, and you get like that Chinese food plate where they gotta like tape it shut.
Oh.
You know, like like it's enough for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Then we
remember. I remember
one
eating
time.
there.
Then I think I went with you guys one time.
Never
Yeah,
been
it
too
took you
big on
like 3
Chinese
weeks
food,
to
to be
finish it or
honest.
what?
Yeah, dude.
After your 4 chicken nuggets you just had.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking hungry again.
And
Jesus Christ.
Oh
God, the
my
cow.
God.
I'm fucking hungry.
Got
dude.
chucha, dude.
Nah, I'm gonna go fucking eat
bro,
this shit.
the moment you you know, we asked you, it was like, the fuck, I thought you said you were hungry, and you were like, yeah, bro, I just ate 4 nuggets. We just all looked at you. Just all fucking stared at you.
Like, bro, we're gonna rock your shit. You're about to get gangbanged on the podcast.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope.
my
Fuck.
They're about to hear just Oscar screaming for bloody helps.
God damn.
Bloody Mary, dude. We'll fucking be screaming that shit, dude. Fuck.
SMH. It would be
Hey,
like,
man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
you having technical difficulties over there?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's like you're fucking having a fight.
SMH.
Fighting your inner demons.
Yeah.
brother.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah.
We just start wrapping this up. Like, we're getting old. It's 8:09 p.m.
I'm
You know?
the only young stallion here.
and yet you were the first one to yawn.
I was. Hey man, playing card games is tiring. I put
All that mental exercise.
Dude, for real, I put my brain into maximum overdrive, brother.
And you got third place.
And I got third place, dude. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
we
man, I
can
had
wrap
to,
it up
bro.
if
I
you
had
guys
to
want.
try.
All right, now get first.
Alright, bet.
Hmm?
Those are pretty wicked.
What is our current time on the podcast?
What's up here?
Sorry. Just the lung cancers.
I am not entirely sure. It's definitely about to be almost 2 hours, maybe less than that. About like an hour and
All
40,
right, one
30
last
minutes.
small topic. Anybody?
The weather.
Fuck off.
I mean, this is a small topic. Like the weather.
we already discussed that for like 3 seconds, and then we were on with it.
Yeah, brother.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it sucks that we started this podcast like so late in the game, you know, because now we don't have not only memories but like good times to look back on. Like, I know we have some memories, but you know, it's not gonna make up for time that we did lose.
Yeah.
Especially you know, with Luis.
I was
you
about
know.
to say that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
would have been great to have him.
Yeah, I mean, we
Even with the lisp.
we lost Luis last month, and the funeral was really rough on us. And every day, like, it kind of sucks because, you know, I'll get Snapchat memories of like him, like, you know, just being Luis,
Yeah.
and some of them I'll
Yeah.
put on the group chat, and some of them I won't, and it sucks. Like, it's hard because like I think about like, oh fuck, like it'd be cool if like me and Luis could hang out again and
Yeah.
you know, do this or do that, or you know, like I wanna get married, and you know, I always pictured Luis being there and you know, being the one who has to be carried out,
Oh.
or
Drunk, yeah.
or you know, dropping his ass on the dance floor, or,
Yeah.
you know, dancing to Mexican songs or doing the Mexican grito. You know, he was always just the life of the party,
Yeah.
and it's not possible anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It does suck. It would be great to have him here.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, yeah, he's always cheerful. I mean, even when you wouldn't really think about it. I mean, even if you were down, he'd just be like down to hang out. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be down even if it was just to go eat somewhere and then immediately drop you off because he was going to go on a 7-mile run and a 37-mile hike and
Yeah.
who knows what.
Jesus
That guy was
Christ.
always on the move.
He was always moving, never
Yep.
stood still, never stood still. For what little I knew him, you know, he was a great guy. He was a great guy.
Yeah,
Without, I'm positive, 100% positive that without Luis, I wouldn't have met you guys. Because Luis is the one that started the conversation with me to ask Caesar if I knew about Filthy Frank, and that's from there that, boom,
Wow.
shit clicked. So the reason why I know you guys is literally through Luis.
Yeah, it's
Otherwise, I would have not talked to anybody at work
Yeah.
for a while.
That
crazy.
is
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, I didn't think about that because I forgot he even worked with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Little
used to
Caesars,
work
I
with you
just-
guys, and Luis is the one that, hey, you know, go talk to Caesar about Filthy Frank. He watches that. I'm like, oh, sick, you know. I started talking to Caesar, and then literally 2 weeks later, he invited me to a fucking Batsu game you guys were fucking having,
Yep.
and
I think
where
I
that's
think
where
I
I
met
met you.
you when we were playing like Pokemon Go or something.
no, we met when that Batsu game. We met.
That was the first time I met you, Oscar.
No,
Yeah.
At the
that
Batsu
wasn't the first time I met you.
No.
No,
Was it Pokemon
I went to go like pick up Caesar or something from work,
Uh.
and you were outside like talking to him,
Oh,
and you were just showing us
Yeah.
like, oh, I just got this like Galaxy Note. My mom got it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were with
Oh,
Flavio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's from
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know, we should probably invite him, and Flavio was just like,
And then it's funny because now like Oscar's more part of the main group, and
Yeah.
Flavio's kind of living his own life, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks, but you know.
We could have him one of these days here. Would be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has
I
some
mean,
stories.
He's
Yeah, some
He
stories.
definitely has stories.
Flavio. Yeah.
Yeah, something. to
Flavio's
say.
Flavio.
Flavio being Flavio.
Yeah, I mean-
oh yeah, so many stories to talk about. Then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, we'll just
Good
leave
luck.
that. We'll leave that for the
Yeah,
next.
but we'll
the next
leave that
podcast.
for
Another time.
when we actually start the podcast. Actual episode 1.
Yeah, we'll have a better structure. This is just.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
all testing.
I'll test it, I'll
Yeah,
test it.
we gotta get a logo too out there.
Oh,
Once we get a title for this, then we'll be able to create a.
yeah,
logo.
dude,
Yeah,
you
we'll
know,
get
for the
there.
logo, we'll just use the the parrot with the cock.
Oh my god.
I mean, I was thinking we could use the parrot with the joint, Poncho. Remember that one?
That's probably better.
Oh, it's a
than-
classic.
Yeah, but that's the El Sama logo. Man.
Yeah, we gotta get a
Oh, is that trademarked? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's trademarked. It's trademarked, man.
Fuck
Yeah.
We gotta get something better than.
Yeah, bro.
we'll get a chinchilla with his dick out or
Oh
something.
my
God
god.
damn.
No,
We
definitely
got here
not.
at Sergio's house.
Oh,
That is not.
true.
That is not
logo of a
what
chinchilla sucking himself on.
we don't need that.
Ain't no fucking way.
Oh wait, you weren't here for that topic, Oscar. Maybe you'll get to hear about it.
Oh,
Once we're
fuck,
done.
I missed. I mean, I was my head was somewhere else.
No, no,
No,
you weren't
here.
here.
You weren't here.
You were here.
We were
talking about
this.
this.
was recorded in the podcast.
Oh, it was recorded. Oh,
Yeah.
man,
You
I have to
will
fucking
probably
listen
hear
to
about
it.
it.
I'll hear it. Then
Yeah,
I'll
you
put it on
will.
my fucking
It's
car.
gonna be fun to listen to in the
Oh,
car.
Yeah.
I'll fucking listen to it on my way to work. Then.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm gonna listen to this at work in the truck, like as I'm driving, like all over the place.
Yeah, we just gotta. I can't imagine it's gonna be that much editing. It's just gonna be stitching the two ones together and the pauses.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be pretty easy.
I mean, like volume wise, it was never really too bad. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just episode 0.
True.
Very
It'll be,
true.
But,
it'll be
Yeah,
interesting
we're ready
once we
to
have
wrap it
Ben
up.
on here.
Oh,
Yeah, but
You guys want to say anything else?
that's it. That's gonna be it for today's podcast.
that's be it for today.
This
Signing off.
was
That's all, folks.
Pilot
Caesar
Pilot episode
pilot episode. Yeah.
number X out of X.
Yeah.
It's episode
Who knows?
0.
It's episode 0, bro.
Episode 0.
Yeah.
All right. Next episode is gonna be episode
Yeah.
1 then.
Okay.
Real shit.
Yeah. Just so we have Caesar over here
Yeah. Caesar. Yeah.
We got Oscar.
Javier.
and Sergio,
Yep.
and we'll just
And-
see you guys next time.
Yeah.
See you next
Signing
time.
off.
Bye.
I know.
Bye.
Good night.